Hello, hello, hello.
Hey there, we're going back to our book again. Just the book
Yeah.
today, nothing else.
Well, having
Well,
Half-Life, but
Half-Life, well, playing Half-Life in the background, but I'm reading the book, and that's all we're doing today. But first, I'm doing it while I'm eating dinner, because I just got home from work. So, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to eat an egg. mm,
ow.
an egg.
How's everyone doing? Everyone doing great?
Everyone better be doing fantastic today.
Wow.
Don't say it, don't
Okay,
say it.
Glam Rock.
No! All right, do you have your guide?
Yeah, okay, so night one, just get up to where Foxy's attacking you in the bathroom, and then you have to survive
Okay.
that.
Right, I'm not gonna remember that. I'm not gonna remember how to get to that. So just you're gonna have to help me out once we get there, okay?
I gotcha.
I have the intro and everything to get through too. That's already gonna eat up half an hour of time probably.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, are you ready?
Where's my. There, okay, yeah.
I'm not. I have to swallow a bunch of spit. Hold on. So I get for eating and trying to read. Okay. You are Ralph, and working security at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is your dream job. At least, that's what you told them in the interview. You've been there so long, the relentlessly cheerful animatronic characters feel like old friends. You love how their antics bring Sesharine smiles to the kids' faces. This place creates happy family memories, and you help make that possible. But all good things must come to an end. It's time to move on while you still can. This is your last week. What does that mean, while you still can?
Because he dies in the game.
Well, yeah, but like,
It's
he
foreshadowing.
seems. He's. Okay, alright, well, alright.
That's all I could think of, is that it's
It's
foreshadowing.
just weird. I just think it's a weird thing to say because until this book, he didn't know the animatronics would try to kill him after dark.
Yeah.
So it's just such a weird thing to say. Okay. This is your last week. You've always worked the day shift, but after a sudden staff vacancy and temporary closure, management asked you to take the night shift for a change. Letting them down is never an option.
Sure it is.
Never. Never, truly. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy are Fazbear Entertainment's biggest assets. Your duty is to protect them and the restaurant's reputation. Your contract calls it a matter of life and death. You've heard rumors that the animatronics can get somewhat lively after hours,
They get a bit
but no
quirky at
one's
night.
better. The animatronics do get a bit quirky at night, but can I blame them? Sorry.
Oh, I
No
forgot
one's
I
better
swapped.
equipped.
Oh, sorry. I was just talking to myself mostly.
I'm gonna fight you. Just kidding.
Wah.
but no one's better equipped to handle them than you, 22-time Employee of the Month. As a night watchman, you'll face many choices that lead to various outcomes. If you find an item that might help you do your job, write it down for later. Now for your first big decision. Do we want to play on easy difficulty or are we playing on normal difficulty?
We do normal.
Play on normal difficulty. We're starting out with only our wits and nothing else.
Yeah.
Okay. The security office at, okay, night one, 12 a.m. It's time for an egg. I'm sorry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry, and
We
patience is a virtue.
could have, waited if you wanted to. We could have streamed
I
later.
refuse. I refuse. It's already 8 o'clock at night. It'll be fine. The security office at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is practically a second home. You spent so much of your time here over your career. Probably too much time cooped up in this glorified closet, staring at a buzzing, flickering monitor until your eyes dry out. But everyone's got to make a living, and you have an 11-year-old daughter, Capelia, to provide for. Sorry. You often feel like the only thing you're good at is protecting others, even at your own expense. That's sad.
Yeah.
It's such a sad comment to throw in there. Oh, excuse me.
There's my.
The office
There's
is
my egg.
always dark since there aren't any outside windows, but somehow, at night, it still manages to give you the creeps. You're probably just spooked because you're all alone in the restaurant, aside from Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Animatronics aren't fantastic conversationalists, but boy, can they sing and dance. Of course, they've also been known to do other things.
Oh, that doesn't sound weird or anything.
I'm sorry. I'm just imagining that part in the movie where they're all like going absolute fucking batshit haywire on stage toward the end.
Yeah. Or them laying on the ground.
They're known to do other things. That's one of them is go haywire on the stage at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Rumor is they've become strangely aggressive lately. I can't talk to save my life.
Aggressive.
Shut up. I don't need this. Do you want to read?
I can't read. Well, I don't have the book, I mean. Oh, no, I do. I have the
You're
physical copy,
you
technically.
do. You have the physical copy, and your family shared to my
Oh,
books,
yeah,
my
that's right.
library. You have it
I
there.
had forgotten about that.
Fucking liar. Just kidding.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Wow.
I don't remember where I was though. Hold on. But surely those glitches were ironed out, or they wouldn't have reopened the place. Not that customers have exactly been flocking back just yet. After the restaurant closes and everyone is gone, the animatronics enter roaming mode and walk around to prevent their servers from locking up. You hear heavy footsteps echoing out there now. Echoing out there now. Clomp, clomp, clomp. I'm not even gonna try to make that sound properly.
Yeah.
If animatronics encounter you in the restaurant at night, they should ignore you. But your safest bet is to stay in the office until 6 a.m. when they return to their stage, enter sleep mode, and recharge. Then you can go home. Woo! Management cares about their employees, and it's
No, they
time
don't.
consuming and expensive. You said it, not me. And
FBE
it's
doesn't care.
time consuming and expensive to hire and train new ones. Not to mention the occasional legal fees and the hassle of covering up accidents. So
Yeah,
they
like the
installed.
death of some employees.
Oh yeah, we don't talk about Jeremy.
Too late, I already did.
We don't talk about, not to name names or anything, but we don't talk about Jeremy.
I kind of blew the whistle on that one.
Oh, it happens.
Now FBE's gonna kill me.
Huh?
I said now FBE's gonna kill me.
Probably, yeah. Not FBE. They're gonna hire some third-hand assassin for you.
So yeah, FBE.
Someone the cheapest bidder, most likely,
Yeah.
because they don't care to pay a fortune for killing you either. So
Nah.
they'll hire William.
Yeah.
All right, I was reading once. Where was I? So they installed reinforced doors on either side of the office. In the unlikely event that an animatronic visits you here, you could open and shut the east and west doors by pressing the big red buttons in the doorways. The light switches below them illuminate the east and west halls outside your office, so you can see whether anything is out there. Surviving the night probably seems like a low bar for a job, but this isn't just about collecting a check. You may have to venture out of the office from time to time. The animatronics are clumsy and mindless naturally. If they break something out there, you have to fix it and clean up the mess right away so the restaurant is ready to open, just in case any customers show up. Think of the children.
At
You know,
2
that is
a.m.
such a mood. That's such a mood. Like, we do that at Marco's also.
I see you.
We have to, be ready to open just in case any customers happen to show up,
Yeah.
which is funny because it's busy at night. At 11 a.m. on a Wednesday, not so much.
Yeah.
Anyway, where was I? Think of the children.
I
Of
don't
course,
want to.
your number one concern is making sure nothing happens to the animatronics. Oh, do not forget Foxy. I had misread, and I really wish I hadn't, because now that statement doesn't make sense. So I'm reading it again. Of course, your number one concern is making sure nothing happens to Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica. Oh, and Foxy. Don't forget about Foxy.
I'm gonna forget about him. He's very forgetful.
That's its own paragraph, by the way, and there's a space underneath of it.
I gotcha.
That was a very important thing to leave that on, as it were.
Yeah.
There are 3 security monitors on the desk, but 2 of them are always on the fritz. Replacing them would let you see more, but you guess management spent the money on those doors instead. You use the control panel in front of you to switch the one working display to feeds from various cameras around the restaurant. You check the stage first. Your heart pounds when you see Bonnie and Chica are gone. So that's her you heard walking around the restaurant. Freddy's just hanging out up there on his own. The brown bear is dapper as always in his black top hat and bow tie. You're glad they restored the vintage animatronic with his classic look. Freddy doesn't wander much, as if he's above all that just because he's the star of the show. Or maybe he's saving his energy for something.
Yeah, to come kill you
I'm the
later.
star of the show. You tell yourself as you switch over to the Pirate Cove camera. Foxy is shy. The curtains are drawn, so he must still be back there. What was that you had said to me?
It said, Freddy's just waiting to kill you.
Yeah, he's waiting for his chance.
Yeah.
Before you locate Bonnie and Chica, you discover a situation that demands immediate attention. The lights in the men's restroom are out. You must replace the light bulbs before your shift ends, and it's better to do that sooner than later. Alright, do we inspect the desk? Do we exit through the door on the left? Do we exit through the door on the right? Or do we check the cameras again?
Exit the door on the right.
Exit the door on the right. The restrooms are located on the east side of the restaurant, so you head through the door on your right. You glance at the rules for safety poster as you exit the security office. You don't know why they're posted in this corner where kids shouldn't be anyway. The rules certainly don't apply to you, especially number 8, leave before dark. You laugh nervously. The hallway is decorated with cheerful stars and a checkerboard stripe matching the floor tiles. But the dim light from the lone fixture overhead makes the fading decor almost seem sinister, especially the vintage character posters of Freddy, Chica, and Bonnie. What was that? You thought you heard something,
Oh,
but it was far off.
I was confused of
Sorry.
why you said it like
Sorry,
that.
that was in the book. It's in italics, and I don't know how to do italics, so I'm just making it up as I go
I
along.
gotcha.
Sorry. You thought you heard something, but it was far off. A clinking sound, maybe from the kitchen? The kind of sound a 6-foot-tall animatronic chicken might make if it knocked a metal pot off of a counter. You pause and strain your ears to listen, but you hear nothing more. As you reach the dining area, you reach the dining area. An overhead light illuminates 6 long tables already prepped for a party with confetti tablecloths and party hats lined up. You start to make your way to the restrooms, but freeze at the sound of slow, heavy footsteps. Do we want to hide under a table? Do we want to hurry toward the bathroom? Do we want to knock a table over as a distraction?
Hide under the table.
You scramble under a table and lie on your stomach, peering out from under the tablecloth. Now you feel the vibration of footsteps as well as hear them. They plod toward the dining area. The animatronic would be moving faster if it knew your location. If you make a break for it and stay low behind the tables, you might be able to reach the restrooms without being spotted. Or you can cower here silently and hope whoever it is, moves on soon. Sorry, I cannot read.
You're
Do we
fine.
want to keep waiting? Do we want to run to the bathroom? Or we don't have a bonus item, so that's not an option.
Keep hiding. Because I think we ran last time.
We're going to keep waiting. They say discretion is the better part of valor. I think. Is that right? Yeah, discretion is the better part of valor. So you keep hiding and waiting. Definitely not because you're too scared to budge. Totally.
Jinx.
The footsteps cease. They don't seize. That would be bad. Footsteps cease, and you wonder if the animatronic is waiting for you. You clamp a hand over your mouth and count the dried, pale wads of gum stuck to the bottom of the table. 7. Gross. After several minutes, which seem more like an hour, you're pretty sure the coast is clear. From your vantage point on the floor, you don't see any oversized animal feet in your immediate vicinity. It's time to make your move. Do we head straight to the restroom? Do we check the tabletop first?
Check the tabletop first.
We check the tabletop first. You crawl out from under the table and grab it to pull yourself up. Your legs are a bit shaky. There isn't a lot on the table. The flimsy white vinyl tablecloth is decorated with colorful confetti. It's disposable, so after a party, the staff can just scoop up all the plates, food scraps, and other detritus and toss it all into a garbage bag. It's wasteful, but faster and cheaper than having to launder dozens of fabric tablecloths, host children's birthday parties every single day. It's fair. It's fair.
Yeah.
5 pointed party hats with. I just realized how environmentally terrible it is. Like after I thought about it for half of a second. Like, how many paper plates do they go through a day? Sorry.
Uh,
No wonder they have no money.
50.
All their money's going toward paper plates.
Yeah. Actually, I
Anyways,
would say 100 because they also use them for paper pals as well.
this is true. This is true. 5 pointed party hats with different colored stripes are lined up in the middle of the table. Something shiny catches your eye. A foil gum wrapper. You sigh and slip it into your pocket to discard later. People just leave their trash wherever they feel like it. This wouldn't have happened in the old days when working at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza was a badge of honor. The franchise has truly fallen on hard times thanks to those pernicious rumors about missing kids and the lingering bad press from the bite of 87. Which is that confirming that Mangle bit someone's head off, or is that confirming that
I don't know.
Fredbear's was an 87?
I think Scott's still just confused with the dates.
Maybe Markiplier is the reason that it's the 87 now and not
Maybe,
83 like it
yeah.
should be. Oh well. If only the victim could tell what he did to provoke that attack, but he doesn't talk anymore, or do much else. So the press completely blew the accident out of proportion, and the place hasn't been the same since. That makes it a little easier for you to be moving on. But you're going to be a model employee right up to the end. Okay, we add the
Totally.
gum wrapper to our inventory.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to the restrooms.
Mm-hmm.
You step into the men's restroom and shut the door. The antiseptic scent of bleach still pervades the air, which is far from the worst thing you've whiffed in there. No, I'm pretty sure I messed up that line the last time I read this too.
It happens.
Which is far from the worst thing you've whiffed in there.
Oh.
Not to be confused with yiffed. You've not yiffed any of the robots.
Oh, I don't remember exactly when, but there's a new interactive novel we have to read when it comes out.
Oh, what is
It's
it?
Into the Pit,
I see.
but it's called Back to the Pit or
Back to the
Return
pit,
to the
that's right.
Pit.
I remember that. I think that's Return to the Pit, and I remember hearing about it.
Yeah, 'cause I thought
I don't know.
Return.
I'm reluctant. I'm reluctant to read it, and the reason I'm going to, but I'm reluctant, and just the reason I'm reluctant is because I feel like they could have left that part of the front. They're covering that an awful lot lately. That's all.
Yeah,
Like give the other stories some the same sort of attention.
yeah,
And I mean, like I've said before, they never intended for the Fazbear Fright stories to be part of the actual franchise in the first place.
nah. I think it's just because people loved Into the Pit is all.
Maybe, but like now they're milking it.
Yeah,
That's why I don't like it. Now they're milking it.
I
And
gotcha.
like that wouldn't bother me, but like I don't know, just the way they've been catering so much to kids lately. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. It rubs me the wrong way.
I gotcha.
Which is funny because I do like the story Into the Pit. Like it's the only actual storyline we have for anything Spring Bonnie related, except for the Springlock incident. Oh, I
Yeah,
dropped my phone on my computer. I don't know. It makes me a little bit sad. That's all.
I gotcha.
Like at some point, everyone's gonna start hating Into the Pit because there's just so much to do with him now.
Yeah,
And like I'm sure Return to the Pit's going to like add some conflicting detail that everyone's gonna sit there like, now that's not what happened.
yeah. Well, I mean, the game showed that Into the Pit technically never died.
I mean, this is true. I don't know. We never did finish that game, so I
No, we
wouldn't
did.
know.
We finished it.
We didn't get that, we didn't get all the endings.
We didn't get all the endings, no, but we got the ending where Into the Pit came back to life.
Yeah, that was one of the endings, but we didn't get the canon ending. We
We
never
did.
got there.
Canon
It was
ending. No, we did because I got all. Yeah, I got all the endings. I was just trying to do a gameplay
well,
in I think the
I've,
hardest.
complete, I've completely blinked on it then. I know we didn't go through it in the difficult mode,
Yeah,
which I
that.
thought you had to do the canon ending.
No, you don't have to play it in the hardest difficulty. I just wanted to.
Okay,
Yeah, I
well,
gave up quick with the
no,
hardest and I put it in the easiest.
okay, well, I no longer remember most of that story, anyways.
I gotcha.
But either way, I don't know. I don't like that they're milking Into the Pit. Okay, okay.
I gotcha. Oh yeah, I changed the Vortigons as well. He looks
I
weird
don't
now.
remember where it was. I, I,
Sorry.
I have no idea where it was in the story. I got so sidetracked.
I gotcha.
Uh, You look around, but it's too dark with both lights out. That's why you're here. What are the odds that two bulbs would burn out at the same time? Maybe there was some kind of power surge. After all, the wiring in the building is ancient. That's probably why the cameras always glitch and the monitors in the security office keep overloading. That might even explain some of the strange behavior exhibited by the animatronics. Unless. You shake your head. You're in the dark when it comes to that stuff. In this case, literally. Just focus on your job, you think. Focus on getting home to cop. Everything else is way above your pay grade. Fair, fair. Do we replace the first light bulb? Do we listen at the door? Or do we inspect the sink?
Replace the bulb.
Replace the bulb. Yep, I clicked past something. How many night watchmen does it take to change a light bulb? None. They refuse to do it because. Hold on. Because if they chase away the night, they're out of a job. You smile to yourself as you take a detour and retrieve a step stool and a new bulb from the maintenance closet. You often make up jokes in your head while you're working, and you can't wait to get home to inflict your latest creations on Cop. She'll groan loudly and say affectionately, "Bad joke, Dad." You'll remind her that telling dad jokes is a mandatory requirement of all fathers, and you never shirk on your duty.
Yeah.
The boring, real answer to the question is, of course, one. You finish twisting the new bulb inside the socket and say, "Let there be light," as it flickers on, casting the bathroom in its warm glow. You blink as your eyes adjust from the darkness. The white porcelain urinals and sinks are gleaming. This is the cleanest the bathroom will be all day. Once the restaurant opens and kids are unleashed to eat and play, this will quickly become one of the most disgusting rooms in the facility.
Yep.
One light down, one light to go. Right, are we replacing the second bowl? Are we listening at the door? Or are we, again? Or are
Listen to
we
the door.
inspecting the sink? Huh?
Listen to the door.
Listen to the door. Your caution pays off. You hear footsteps moving much more quickly than Bonnie or Chico usually do, getting louder by the second. While you've been in the restroom, you haven't been keeping an eye on Pirate Cove. Foxy must have left his attraction. You hope he didn't hear you working in here, but he does have big ears. They're among the few parts that still function on that tattered old animatronic. Yeah, he's on his way to the restroom right now, and you don't have much time before he gets to you. Do we barricade the door or do we hide in a stall?
Hide and install.
Hide. You have to hide. You can't fit in the maintenance closet. It's too small and crammed full of mops, buckets, and cleaning supplies. Your only option is to duck into one of the stalls and stand on a toilet, like you did in elementary school when you needed to get away from the mean kid. Oh, he was bullied.
Hi, G-Man. Bye, G-Man.
Now that you think about it, maybe that's one of the reasons you became a security guard, so you could help those who couldn't help themselves. Of course, you imagined that you would be armed in order to protect and serve, but weapons of any kind aren't allowed at a Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Nothing kills a kid's party faster than seeing someone with a taser hanging out in the corner, even if he is the good guy. You dash into the first bathroom stall, but find that it's locked from the inside. It's secured with a simple slide bolt latch. You might be able to get it open if you had something thin enough to fit between the door and the jamb. Are we trying the next stall over, or are we barricading the restroom door?
Try the next stall over.
The next stall is open, but before you can get inside it, the bathroom door bangs open and slams against the wall, loud as a gunshot. Foxy the pirate is here, and he knows how to make an entrance. His exposed metal feet clink against the floor as he steps into the bathroom. The porcelain tiles crack under the pressure of his weight. His eye patch is pulled up, so both of his glowing white eyes are focused intently on you. He scrapes his hook along the wall as he stalks toward you. Then he starts humming. Foxy used to sing in stage shows with Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica, until he was banished over to Pirate Cove and left to be forgotten. The tune is slow and unsettling, but you can't quite remember the song, at least not in the short time you have left. Game over. We're trying again.
Okay.
I'm gonna get us back to that point anyway.
Mm-hmm.
We exit through the door on the right. We hide under the table. We keep waiting. We checked the tabletop, although this is like the most dumb thing I've had to re-click on. Head to the bathroom. Replace the first light bulb. Scroll a bunch. Listen at the door. Okay, your caution pays off. Yada da da da. Are we barricading the door then?
Yeah.
You can't lock the door because kids always find a way to get themselves trapped inside the restroom, so you look around for something to shove against it. The trash can doesn't look heavy enough, and you're out of time. Foxy's outside. The door moves inward, and you lean your back against it, pushing it closed with all your might, as if your life depends on it, which it does. The light bulb you just changed starts flickering. Okay, this is another game over.
I see you. So
Okay,
instead of
so do I need
replacing the
to?
first bulb, listen to the door.
Okay, I have to get back over there. Hold on. That was the wrong one. We found a paperclip, and we're going with that. Okay.
I see you. Yeah, you had to search the desk in the beginning. I had forgotten about that.
Yeah. Sorry. We found that by mistake.
I see you.
Okay. Exit the door on the right. I'm just gonna put that in our inventory. We found it fair and square.
Totally.
Okay. We hide under the table. We yep, we keep waiting. I'm not gonna go do the gum. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. Replace the first light bulb. Do we listen at the door or replace the first light bulb? I can't
Listen
remember.
at the door.
Listen at the door. Maybe the darkness is making you paranoid, but you press your ear against the door and listen. If an animatronic follows you into the restroom, it won't be great for you. There's only one way out. At least I'm in the best place for a person to lose control of their bladder. You chuckle. The restaurant sounds quiet, which oddly makes you feel even more nervous. The darkness seems to be pressing in on you, making it hard to breathe and even harder to think. Your imagination is running wild without any sensory input. All you want to do is replace the light bulbs and get back to the security office as quickly as possible. Are we inspecting the sink or are we doing the light bulb?
Yeah, inspect the sink.
Plink, plink, plink. The dripping faucet is so annoying you can't concentrate on anything else. You turn to your right and feel for the sinks as you edge along the wall. When you reach them, you tighten the hot and cold water taps until the drip stops. The sink is filled with water. It appears something is clogging the drain. You probe around and feel something soft and slimy.
Ew.
Yuck. You pry it loose and squish it in your fingers. It's slightly sticky. You raise it to your nose and sniff tentatively. It's chewed gum. Ew. The obstruction removed, the water drains out of the sink, gurgling down the pipes. Okay, we're apparently adding the chewed gum to our inventory.
Okay.
Alright. That is not really where this should be putting us, but that's fine. Alright, are we replacing the first light bulb then?
Yeah.
Okay. We replaced the first light bulb, and now I'm eating another bite of egg. Before it gets too cold and food poisons me.
Yeah.
Mmm. Toast is yummy. I like toast.
Mm.
Whoever invented avocado toast with eggs on it knew what they were talking about. Hmm. Thank you for your patience. Okay. How many night watchmen does it take to change a light bulb? We're back on that chapter again.
I see you.
Okay, we have done the one. Now we have to do the other. Do we replace the second light bulb? Do we listen at the door again?
Listen at the door.
Okay. The caution pays off. You hear footsteps outside, moving much more quickly than Bonnie or Chica usually do. It's Foxy. Are we hiding in a stall, I hope?
Yeah. Hide in the stall.
Okay, we have to hide. You dash to the first bathroom stall, but find it's locked from the inside. You might be able to get it open if you had something thin.
So
Do you want to use something really thin?
use the paperclip.
You check your pockets for the paperclip you found earlier. Got it. You straighten out the wire and then bend one. You had time to do this, but didn't have time to get into the other stall?
Yeah.
Anyway, you straighten the wire and then bend one end of it up to a right angle. Foxy isn't the only one with a hook now. You insert your new makeshift tool between the door and the frame and fiddle around. It only takes a second to catch the knob of the bolt and slide the lock open. The door swings out toward you. You slip into the stall and pull the door closed. You don't believe this. The door won't stay shut. The slide bolt is jammed now. Oops. And you can't lock the door. What rotten luck. Foxy's footsteps stop right outside the restroom. What now? Are we trying the next stall over? Are we holding the door shut? Or are we using the chewed gum that we conveniently found in the sink and kept?
Uh, use the gum.
Okay, you pull the wad of chewed gum out from your pocket and pick lint off of it. It's still soft and slightly sticky. You wedge it into the door lock and the door stays closed. You sigh with relief and crouch on the toilet, tucking your feet under you and out of view. The restroom door creaks open and bumps against the wall. Someone is in there, waiting in the doorway. Waiting, watching, waiting. Somehow you manage to remain perfectly still, and eventually whoever it is leaves. Do we open the door and look outside, or do we peek under the stall?
Peek under the stall.
Peek under the stall. You lower yourself gently to the floor of the stall, freezing any time you make the slightest sound and waiting for a moment before you continue. Soon you are laying on your belly,
Oh,
grateful that the restroom has been so thoroughly cleaned. That's a fair response, honestly.
I just
You
walked.
peer out
Oh,
from under the. Sorry?
I was just saying I walked. Not walked. I drove my boat right there, right? And I was met with G-Man,
I see.
and then he just disappeared.
I see. You peer out from under the door. No sign of the metal legs and feet of Foxy's exposed endoskeleton. From here, you can glimpse a sliver of the restroom hallway, and beyond that, the dining area. All is quiet. You lie there for a few more minutes to be sure that you're alone and settle down and catch your breath. That was too close. You're getting nervous about being outside the security office with its cameras and door locks to make you feel, well, more secure. But before you can head back there, you need to finish your job for the night. You stare up at the second broken light bulb. You're the only thing standing between me and home tonight, you say. So I'm talking to inanimate objects now, and myself. That's awesome.
I thought he said "end myself."
Oh, and myself. Oh yeah, I would like to die, please.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm talking to inanimate objects, so now I'm gonna kill myself. That's awesome.
For Fnaf sounds about right.
Yeah, this is a security guard, a night guard for Fnaf, so yeah, fair. You stare up at the second broken light bulb. Oh, I already said that. You've been through a lot already. You're tempted to leave now, knowing that someone on the day shift will have to replace the bulb and fix the bathroom door. But you don't. Like you said in one of your like you said in one of your training videos for the restaurant, you can't spell team without M and E. After the bite of 87, you heard some of the staff twist that around to you can't spell team without MEAT. You didn't much appreciate that. People
Oh,
deal with tragedy and loss in their own ways,
sorry, I blew
but
myself up.
sometimes with humor. But hey, at least it shows that they were listening during orientation. Okay, are we replacing the same second light bulb, or are we looking inside the other bathroom stall?
Look inside the other stall.
Uh, the close call with Foxy has you on edge, jumping at shadows and constantly looking over your shoulder. You're pretty sure the second bathroom stall is empty, so why do you hear hoarse, garbled whispers coming from inside? You can't make out the words, but it sounds like someone is reciting poetry or a song or a children's rhyme. Maybe it's a jingle from a TV commercial. Something, something stains, something remains. It's probably an ad for laundry detergent. But where's it coming from? You pull the door towards you slowly. It's empty. Or not quite. A a ballpoint pen is laying on the floor at the base of the toilet. You don't know how the cleaning crew missed that, but you're definitely going to shove it in their face. You step into the stall and retrieve the pen. The door of the stall bumps close behind you. Your pulse quickens and you imagine yourself being trapped in here, but you force yourself to turn around calmly. That's when you see the words written on the inside of the door in angry scribbles of ink. It's me.
I see.
Weird. You'll have to leave a note for the crew to scrub that off first thing in the morning. And you'll be sure to suggest to management that they add no vandalism to the list of rules, to the rule of lists, if you will. You exit the stall and replace the second broken light bulb. You add the ballpoint pen to your inventory and you tap touch here.
Thank you,
Okay.
Golden Freddy.
Uh, so what are we doing for this? For this?
All right. Have on the next page. Does it have us go back to the office?
Yeah, you replace the second light bulb even faster than the first. The later it gets, the more dangerous it is to be outside the security office, so we're on our way back now,
Okay.
basically.
So once you get back to the office, investigate the poster.
Investigate the poster. You replace the second light bulb even faster than the first. The later it gets, the more dangerous it is to be outside the security office. You haven't been watching the cameras, but you have to assume all the animatronics are walking around now. With the bathroom once again bright and cheerful, you can head back to safety, but getting there will be very unsafe. You return the step stool to the maintenance closet and dispose of the old burnt-out bulbs in the trash. You glimpse your reflection in the wide mirror. You look terrible. The light reveals deep shadows under your eyes. Transitioning from day shift to night shift is already starting to fatigue you, making you question what's real and what isn't. At least it's only for a week, and then you can rest as much as you want before diving back into your job search. A position is opening up for a security guard at your daughter's school, and you really hope you get it. But middle schoolers can be just as difficult to handle as animatronics. I almost said dangerous, and that's also true.
Yeah.
But middle schoolers can be just as dangerous to handle as animatronics. In some ways, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy are just big, terrifying kids. You hope you don't run into any of them on your way back to the office. Better hurry, your shift is almost over. Are we listening at the door, or are we leaving right away?
Just go ahead and leave.
Okay. You can't wait to return to the security office, so you yank the bathroom door open. Bonnie is in the doorway. The 6 foot tall rabbit animatronic looks down at you with malevolent red eyes, groaning. So I might have to do all of that again, aren't I?
For
You only have a split second to act, if it isn't already too late. Do we slam the door or do we try to slip past him?
try to slip past him. We'll probably end up
Please
dead, but
don't do that. Please don't do that to me. I'm gonna have to restart all of this again.
see. Uh, Either
Can I
way, I think
please
we're
slam
dead.
the
But you could try to slam the door.
door? You slam the door shut in Bonnie's face and hold it shut. He doesn't try to get in. He continues groaning for a short while, and then you hear his footsteps moving away. Thank God.
I
Sorry, nothing against you. I just didn't want to have to click through all those options again. It's a pain.
gotcha.
And then misclick and then have to start over again like I did the one time.
Yeah.
Phew, that was a close call. There's no telling what Bonnie wanted with you. You just hope he's on his way back to the stage and won't be waiting for you at the security office. Tap touch here. Okay, I will, thank you. You
I.
sneak
Oh,
back to the security office without encountering any more animatronics. By the time you get there, it's 5:45 a.m. Your shift is almost over. You check the cameras. To your relief, Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy are all present on stage, and the curtain is drawn at Pirate Cove. Previous night watchmen have reported the animatronics behaving strangely. Har 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 har
oh my
har
god.
har har har. Sorry, I just lost my whole train of thought. Thank you, Toy Bonnie. Welcome to the stream.
Oh hi. Hello. I thought you were
Lost
just
the
doing
whole
that
thing.
randomly. I had looked over at chat too to see if that had popped up, and I didn't see it until just now.
Yeah, sorry, I might be a little bit ahead of you. You got a new leg. Good. Oh, how'd it go with Henry? Oh, I guess that is how it went with Henry.
I'm gonna steal
Well, I'm
the new
glad you got a
leg.
new leg. Huh?
That new leg's going to my collection of legs.
That's fair, to be honest.
Also, real quick, I don't.
Actually, it's not fair. Leave Toy Bonnie's leg alone.
Too late. I've already stolen it.
No, leave Toy Bonnie's leg alone. Run, Toy Bonnie, now that you can run away!
I don't know why he wants to mess with this, but this is the same crystal that caused the resonance cascade in the first Half-Life. It's a smaller scale one, but still the same
It's okay.
crystal that caused the resonance cascade.
He just wants another cascade. It's fine. I'm gonna continue reading
I
now.
gotcha.
Okay. We're just about done with the first night, Toy Bonnie. That's where you left off. We're just about to take our routes toward the night 6. Previous night watchmen have reported the animatronics behaving strangely, being a bit quirky at night, if you know what I mean. But like everyone else, you dismissed their wild stories. Sometimes people fall asleep staring at camera feeds and they imagine things, bolstered by old rumors and stories. The mind can be a funny thing, making it hard to distinguish hallucinations from reality. Yeah, they do.
I thought that
Now
said
that you
all
feel
night.
it happens. All quirky all night, you know. Same. They are. I mean, they are. They dance around. They floss on stage all
Yeah.
night. There's nothing stopping them from flossing on stage.
I like how that was in the Into the Pit trailer and then it got removed.
Yeah, that's a shame. I think they just wanted to be funny.
Maybe. Because Bonnie was supposed to be able to do it and then Chica dabbed.
Yeah, it happens. Now you feel bad for not believing them. And you know that if you tell others about what happened last night, they won't believe you either. Perhaps that would even discourage you from talking about what you've seen. You would never do anything that would harm Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. You've put too much time in, put so much of yourself into the job that you're practically a part of it yourself. You never pictured yourself leaving, but it seems like the best time to go, especially considering everything that happened tonight. Just 4 more shifts left. You can do this. Okay, we have to tidy up, I'm assuming, because the options are tidy up, sit and wait for 6, or if we have a bonus item, but I don't know what the bonus item is.
Probably tidy up.
Probably tidy up. It might be the bonus. The bonus item could be the poster. I don't
I
really
don't know.
know.
I'd just say tidy up
Okay.
first just to see you.
Okay. If we get it wrong, I have to go back and do all of this again. That's why I'm asking. Can you
Yeah.
look to see?
It on. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm back.
Yay, we're back.
Yeah, sorry, I was.
Okay, sorry. I was reading once. I was also scarfing down eggs while you were gone.
I see.
So. Okay, where was I? Can you check and make sure that we weren't supposed to do anything before this point?
We weren't. It quite literally just says after surviving Foxy's attack in the bathroom, return to the office and investigate the poster.
Okay, I don't have an option to investigate the poster, so I'm going to try tidying up. But if that's not it, it's probably the bonus item.
I gotcha.
and that's page 40. So if I need to, I can just go back
Okay.
if need be. Okay, you start putting together the security office before. I'm just gonna try that again because I forgot how to read. No one said I was good at reading.
It happens.
You start putting the security office back together the way it should be for the next shift. You toss all the garbage from your desk into the trash can. The sight of those food wrappers and soda cups set your stomach growling. You haven't eaten in the last 6 hours. You clear out junk from the yellow lockers in the back as well, including a year-old packet of toaster pastries that you choke down anyway because you're hungry. Yum. Delicious. Gotta love year-old toaster pastries.
Yeah.
You return to the desk. 5 minutes to go. You click through the cameras. The animatronics are still where they belong. Already, the events of the night are starting to seem like just a bad dream. Your attention falls on a poster behind the TV. Celebrate. It implores in bright bubble letters above a group photo of Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy. Yeah, we were right. Sorry. Sorry for doubting. I just wasn't sure.
I gotcha.
These lovable characters couldn't be capable of the horrors you just experienced, could they? Maybe you've been misinterpreting everything. This place can have that effect on people when it's late, and you're tired and hungry. And lonely. You stare at the image while moving your head side to side. From some angles, it looks like there's a bulge in the paper. Before you can investigate, a red light starts blinking on the telephone. We're gonna investigate the poster. This is not a request. You lean over the desk to get a closer look at the poster. There's definitely a bump on the wall behind the Freddy Fazbear's nose, giving it a 3D effect. There's one thing you've always wanted to do to Freddy, but the pizza place has rules, and you're a stickler for rules. You even wrote some of them. Number 6. Don't touch Freddy. You poke your index finger at Freddy's nose and are surprised to hear a honk. Even more surprising, something behind the poster falls to the floor with a soft clatter. You push the chair out of the way and crawl under the desk. It's even more disgusting down here. Hey, yo! Excuse me. uh, you push the chair out of the way and crawl under the desk. It's even more disgusting down here, with crumbs and something dark and sticky on the dingy old carpet. It's just soda, you tell yourself, wiping the palm of your hand vigorously on your pants, which is honestly a mood, by the way.
Yeah.
Way at the back, you find a thin plastic card lying next to the wall. You haven't seen one of these in a long time. They stopped issuing them to employees because there was so much turnaround. This is one of the old security badges, but the face and name have been scratched out. Who was this, and who hid this here? I'm going to add the ID card to the inventory. Now we're going to continue.
Yep. Yeah, after getting the ID card, finish the night.
Okay. You watch the clock on the desk as the numbers flip from 5:59 to 6 a.m. It's just soda. It's just soda, Toivani. It's just soda, okay? Okay? Sprite, absolutely. Even though Sprite isn't dark. So if the Sprite is dark, I'm a little concerned, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's been boiled a bit.
Yeah, we burned it. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yay, you survived your first night at Freddy's. All is quiet as you leave the security office and pass through the restaurant. You step outside and take in the fresh, cool air, happy and grateful to be alive. Even the early morning light seems too bright after the darkness of the pizza place. We fixed the lights, if that's what you're talking about. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. We repaired those already. Don't worry, Giovanni. You lose all sense of time in there, since most of the windows are in different parts of the restaurant. There isn't a cloud in the sky. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Too bad you'll have to sleep through most of it once you send Cop off to school. And then it won't be long before you're back here for your second night. Who knows what that'll bring. You lock up the restaurant, wave goodbye to the sleeping animatronics inside, and head home. Boop. Okay. It said Toshio, which is why I booped it.
I gotcha.
When you get home at 6:30 a.m., you wish you could go to bed, but your day isn't over just yet. Now it's time for your second and most important job, parenting. Oh, okay, bye!
Are you
See
actually
you,
leaving, or are you just saying bye because we left Freddy's?
I think it's because we left Freddy's, but nonetheless, bye! See you never! Woo! Anyway. This is one. This one is full time and pays nil, but you wouldn't have it any other way.
Okay, gotcha. Was just wondering, is all.
However, getting your 11-year-old daughter, Cop, up and ready for school is more challenging than anything Freddy Fazbear's Pizza could throw your way. You peek into her bedroom and see her still snoozing peacefully. Books are scattered across her bedspread, and on the floor is an open one lies on her chest, rising. I misspoke, but like okay.
It happens.
An open one lies on her chest, rising and falling with her steady breathing. She was clearly up late last night, reading as usual. You laugh a little when you see drool in the corner of her mouth and a damp spot on her pillowcase.
Nope, I went
I wish
backwards.
I had a camera. Huh?
Sorry, I went backwards in the game.
Oh. We don't go to Ravenholm.
Yeah, I'm in Ravenholm, so,
Oh, well, welcome to Ravenholm. Don't go there.
too late.
Silly. Anyway. I wish I had a camera, you think? So you study her for a little longer, trying to hold on to this memory for later. Okay, listen. When I was a middle schooler, our school did start at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, so, and even then, I typically woke up at 5, like 5:30 to, yeah, at 5:30 to do everything else.
Yeah, I mean, my school started at like 6:45, which was obnoxious and gay.
Yeah, oh, okay.
It's the only school I've ever heard of that starts that early, in fact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To this day, I have not met anyone who went to school earlier than 6:45 a.m.
Yeah.
for starting period.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. What?
I was gonna say the earliest for me that it started was I think 7.
Makes sense. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
You go into the kitchen to make breakfast, intentionally banging pots and pans around as you cook eggs and eggs and bacon. Okay, see you in a bit. Eggs.
Yeah.
Eggs. Okay, sorry, my bad. You can't help but think about Chica, and you force the thought away. You're off the clock now, and you will not let the animatronics live rent-free inside your head. You're gonna have to make them pay for that space.
That's fair.
A combination of Cop's alarm clock and the aroma of bacon is enough to wake her. She pads out into the kitchen in her rocket ship pajamas, hair a tangled mess, and her face lights up when she sees you. Miss me, huh? You say, twirling your spatula. No, I just love bacon. So much. Oh, welcome back. That wasn't long.
Yeah,
You didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything. Cop just came out of her room. She's wearing rocket ship pajamas. That's about all you missed. Anyway, where was I? Yes. No, I just love bacon so much. She gives you a hug. And by extension, the person making it for me. You laugh. But seriously, I missed you, she says. While you were sleeping? Especially then. I never sleep well when you aren't home. Man, I hate leaving you, but it's just for this week. She sees the concern on your face and puts a hand over her mouth. Oh, Dad, I didn't mean to guilt trip you. I'm fine, really. Mrs. Andrews is always looking in on me, and she hears everything that goes on around here. That's an understatement, you smile. You're grateful to have someone close by to watch the house when you're away, but you've never worried that Cop will get into any trouble on her own. If anything, she's keeping an eye on kindly Mrs. Andrews, who has sadly lost her own daughter at a young age years ago, and has been overprotective of the neighborhood kids since. Cop reaches for the tray of cooked bacon. You slap her hand away. You are not getting one slice of this bacon until you're dressed for school. She sticks her tongue out and disappears to her room. Cop comes back in record time with her hair neatly tied up in a ponytail, a bedazzled purple t-shirt, tights, and a jean jacket. She sits down, and you put a heaping amount of bacon on her plate that she immediately starts shoveling into her mouth. Same.
Yeah. What am I supposed to do here?
How was work, she asks. Uneventful, you lie. Sounds like my dream job. she says, sitting at a desk in the middle of the night, pushing buttons. I would catch up on so much reading. Until boredom kills me, of course.
What do you mean by that,
When
Toy
they don't
Bonnie?
know how to use the shutter in the ticket booth, it's easy to get in. Surprised they made it to Friday. I don't know what that means exactly.
Yeah.
What?
Ow.
Hmm. I'm trying to decipher what that means. Hold on, I'm thinking about it. The gears are turning. Give me a second. Hmm. Do you mean like they ran out of tickets before Friday? Is that what you're talking about?
I always figured this out in the weirdest way.
Did someone break in? Someone broke in, didn't they? It didn't take them very long. I'm gonna make up a story about that in my head and go back to reading now because I don't know what's going on.
That's
You
where
would
it
get
is.
killed. You would not be killed by boredom at Freddy's, you say? And promise me you'll never work there. She laughs. Okay, sure. So how was your day? You catch up with each other while you eat breakfast. Then she notices the time on the Kit Kat clock and jumps up. My bus! Sam, to be honest. She shoves another piece of bacon in her mouth and grabs her backpack by the kitchen door. She rummages around in it. Crud, do you have a pen? I have to finish my homework on the bus. You raise an eyebrow. Well, why didn't you do it last night? Because I couldn't find my pen. Keep up, Dad.
I felt that.
Are we giving her the pen or are we telling her to borrow a pen?
I give her the pin.
Give her the pen. Someone was trying to steal some stuff from the ticket booth. Not on my watch, they weren't. Where are they? I've got a banjo with their name written all over it. The stuff on the ticket booth is mine exclusively. I am the only one allowed to steal from the ticket booth. Ask Fredbear.
I've
Fredbear knows a
stolen a
thing or
few
two about.
things.
What?
You heard me.
My banjo is gonna get you too.
Nope, not allowed.
If those head crabs don't, of course. Although that one didn't seem to be doing a very good job.
Nah. Move out of the way, you stupid dresser.
No, thanks. Anyways, you grab the pen from your pocket. Here you go. Don't lose this one. You toss it to her. She catches it expertly. She should really be on a sports team, but all she wants to do is read, tinker with projects in the basement, and play the Sega Genesis. She's a great kid, you think. I don't know how I got so lucky. They were trying to steal money. Ah, well, they can have that, as long as it wasn't like the Stuffies or something. I couldn't care less about the money. No, they can have that. Just don't break anything. Sega! You're right. Thanks. She looks at the pen. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Employee of the Month. Don't you have like a drawer full of these? You're the best worker there. Not that that bar is high. Hey, give me my pen back. Nope. She twists the pen and discovers a screwdriver inside. Wicked.
Man.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't bring that to school. You stand up. I'll find you another pen. The bus honks outside. Up, too late, gotta go. She runs out the door. A moment later, she runs back and gives you a kiss on the cheek. Love you. Then she's gone, with your pen in hand. You already miss her. At least working the night shift doesn't take away your time together, though you don't like the idea of leaving her home alone, even under the sometimes too watchful eyes of the neighbors. Just 4 more days. You yawn and head to bed. Tap, touch, here. Okay, educate me. Educate me. What is the Sega Genesis?
It's
That is before my time.
that was no, well yeah, it was before your time. It's one of the first Nintendo well, not Nintendo, Sega was independent, but it was one of the first few consoles like the Nintendo 64 and all that.
Gotcha.
It's
Okay, I was
where
just curious what it was.
Sonic and Mega Man come from, I believe.
I see. I've never even heard of Mega Man, so I need another
I see.
education, please.
It's hard to explain what Mega Man is. I know what it is because I've played them, but it's, you played as like a cyborg kid in those games.
I see. The Sega Genesis is one of the first consoles, and the mascot was Sonic.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And then shortly after, well, I say shortly after, I can't remember how long it was after, but Nintendo bought Sega, and now Sega's part of Nintendo.
Dang it, Nintendo.
Yeah.
Nintendo gotta ruin all the good things.
Well, it didn't really ruin Sonic or Mega Man, at least. They actually improved and helped it a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, like, now Sega's been not outcompeted, but, like, can no longer be outcompeted because they no longer exist. Technically, they're part of Nintendo.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ow.
Well, if you find it, or I guess you know where it is. If you find it, let me know. I want to play. Actually, in hindsight, I'll probably break it. Never mind. Don't let me play it. Keep your Sega. I didn't want it anyway.
I used to have a
Anyway,
GameCube. I gave it to
I used to have a
Chloe.
yeah. We used to have a game. I think we had a GameCube, but I never played it. My brother played the Game Boy though.
Mm.
All right, I'm gonna keep reading now, so we actually get through this at
I
some
gotcha.
point. Okay, night 2, 12 a.m. You yawn. Time. What am I doing? What's the next action I need to be doing?
Uh, after finding... Okay, so we gotta find Bonnie's head on the dining room table.
Okay. You yawn. Time to make the donuts. You usually start your shifts repeating the well-known catchphrase from those donut commercials, but there aren't any coworkers here to laugh along with you. The only people who ever laughed were the new hires. The first time you said it, they were only being polite since they thought you were their boss. But you're nothing if not consistent. It was easy to do the right thing every day at work here, but at night, it's hard to know what.
Okay, then.
That's fair, to be honest. You know, I can't really be mad at that. Can I help?
Huh?
I want to help. I said, can I help? I want to help.
I heard I hope.
No. I said, can I help? Anyway, fortunately, you're not only consistent, you're persistent. You never give up trying until you get the job done. You hope that's one of the better qualities cop picks up from you. You also hope that you'll be around for a long time to teach your daughter even more lessons about how to live and survive in the world as she grows up. Huh. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ow.
You also hope you'll be around for a long time to teach your daughter even more lessons about how to live and survive in the world as she grows up. As much as you love this job, you want more for her future than a dead-end career as a security guard. More importantly, you hope that if anything happens to you on the job, she stays far away from Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Do we check the show stage camera? Do we head check the dining room camera? Or do we check the restroom camera?
Check dining room camera.
Dining room camera. You punch the button for dining room. Just like last night, the tables are set for a big party with tablecloths and party hats all laid out. You wonder if the room was used at all. It looks exactly the way it did yesterday, as if nothing has been touched. Or the staff is simply meticulous about placing everything exactly where it should be. When you do the same job day in and day out for years, you get pretty good at it. Dining room, dining room. Sorry. That is now officially a chant.
Yeah.
There is one thing out of the ordinary. Bonnie's head lays on one of on the aisles between the party tables. It must have fallen off and rolled down there. It's a good thing it happened after hours because nothing sets off customers more than a malfunctioning animatronic. A head detaching and bouncing off the stage would probably result in some kids needing therapy, not to mention their parents. Are Bonnie's eyes looking at you? The head is laying on its side, but the eyes are trained right on the security camera. Is it a warning? A cry for help? You shake your head. It's an optical illusion. And indeed, when you look back at the monitor, Bonnie's eyes are looking in a different direction. You need to go reattach Bonnie's head and make sure this doesn't happen again, especially during a performance. Does it matter which door we exit through? Do you know?
I don't think it matters because the next thing
Everyone,
after the next thing
the next thing
after getting Bonnie's head on the table, we're supposed to go to party room 1.
Okay. So we have to find his head on the table then, or put it there, or find it there.
I think it's put his head there.
Put his head there. Gotcha. Okay, so we're going through the left door or the right door?
Either or.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, Toy Bonnie. And besides, didn't William take his face off They used it for parts for you. Did I get that right? Aren't you wearing Bonnie's face? But like recolored. I thought that William put the frame on you. Anyway, which door?
Either or, because it'll just lead us to the same place.
Okay, I'm going through the right door. You arrive at the dining area. Bonnie's head is laying on the floor, strangely staring vacantly at the stars and streamers hanging from the ceiling. But something else catches your attention. The doors to
Yeah.
party rooms 1 and 2 are closed. This is true, but I thought that they just added the red to it. That's what William told me, anyways. Honestly, more likely is that William lied to me. Yeah, they got halfway there. I mean, they respond to light the same way, so that's nice. Anyways, those were previously open when you saw them on camera, but the feed in that section is notoriously glitchy. It's possible you didn't see them clearly the first time.
Go through door 1 if you can.
It's not giving me the option yet. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm reading. I'm trying to process, but it's becoming overwhelming. Hold on. You took his head, but they took his arm. That sounds about right. What did they do with his arm?
They ate it.
They ate it? Don't know, man. That sounds a little weird. Sounds a little sus.
That's the point.
Anyways, I'm going to read now. You're the night watchman, so you should check out anything suspicious, and this is definitely suspicious. Those party rooms are a perfect hiding place, and it's not like the animatronics to go around opening and closing doors. You still have to take care of Bonnie, but it's not like his head is going anywhere. So much for an uneventful night. Alright, now we can go check out party room 1, so I'm going to do that, okay?
Gotcha.
You open the door to party room 1 and turn on the lights. It's basically a miniature version of the dining area for private birthday parties or overflow space. When someone hosts a party here, they get a visit from Freddy, Bonnie, or Chica as part of the package, but they rarely use Freddy for such functions. It's also company policy to have a security guard posted in each room while the animatronics is present.
I see you.
A duty you have often performed. Oh, I said that's actually quite comical. I love that. I hope they
can
did.
see that.
I hope they did. Although that sounds creepy, though, in a way. Kind of the way, like, in Help Wanted 2, when Glitch Trap's arm reaches out and gives you a stuffy. It's what I picture, and that's a little unnerving for Bonnie.
Yeah.
At least Glitch Trap is a, quote, human in a suit, quote. Okay. Where was I? It's also company policy to have a security guard posted in each room while an animatronic is present, a duty you have often performed. But that was before the restaurant closed. Since it reopened, these rooms haven't been needed, and of course, you're the night shift now. Everything seems quite ordinary inside. There are 2 long tables covered in white tablecloths decorated with colorful confetti. Yeah, how many children did Bonnie strangle? Just out of curiosity. Just asking for a friend. Everything seems quite ordinary inside. 2 long tables are covered with white tablecloths decorated with colorful confetti. Cone-shaped cardboard party hats are lined up on each table, waiting to be strapped onto rambunctious kids. 24.
Well then.
Get him, Bonnie!
Yeah.
Anyway. You smile, thinking back on better times. For a while, you would have said Freddy Fazbear's Pizza was the happiest place on Earth. And if you weren't worried about infringing on a trademark. I'm trying to decide what that means. What trademark? Who trademarked the happiest place on Earth?
No idea.
I know the greatest show on Earth is a circus. I don't know, I give up. Doesn't matter anyway. Approaching steps snap you back to the moment and remind you of how much this place has changed. You consider hiding, but you have plenty of time to check out Party Room 2 before an animatronic reaches you. Okay, are we hiding in Party Room 1 or hiding in Party Room 2?
Party room 1.
Okay. You're not in the mood to take any chances. You slip inside the room and behind the door and wait several moments until the footsteps reach you. Never! You're not allowed back in my establishment! Something stomps into the room and waits. You hold your breath, worried about making a sound. In your peripheral vision, you see a yellow blur to your left. Chica turns off the light and the door pulls away from you, swinging closed. You wait until her footsteps recede before you open the door, or rather, you try to. It's locked.
What's locked?
You're not sure how that's possible. You can only lock doors with a key because kids have a habit of pushing buttons, any buttons, and think it's funny when they lock people out, or in. Oh, you can't leave the establishment. Get out of my establishment! That is not a request.
Oh my god. I thought I killed you.
Chica wouldn't have a key, but unfortunately, you don't have one either. You jingle the doorknob. You pull the door. If you keep doing that, you're going to attract more unwanted attention, and some animatronics can't be stopped by a door. You sigh and pull up a kitty-sized chair. You strap on a party hat with silver and red stripes. You don't have any choice but to wait for your shift end.
Nope.
At least you're safe while the animatronics look for you outside the room. You'll be fired come morning, but you don't think you'll miss the job much after all. Game over.
Okay then.
That was a game over. So what are we supposed to do once we check out the party room 1?
Oh, we were supposed to go to party room 2, apparently.
Wah! Okay, let me get us back there. Check the dining room camera. We exit through the right door. It doesn't really matter. Check out party room 1. And now we're going to party room 2. You hustle over to party room 2 and open the door. Or you try to. It's locked. You're not even sure who has the key to this door. These rooms aren't usually locked. Naturally, now you're even more curious about what, or who, might be inside there. The footsteps are closer. They're coming from the direction of the show stage, but you can't tell which animatronic it is. You hope you don't find out. Unless you can figure out how to get inside this room, your only option is to get back to the adjacent party room and hide there instead. We have an ID card, so we're going to use it, okay?
Yeah, use the ID card.
Oh. What'd you do to Bonnie? Okay, use the ID card. In movies, people's use credit card. Okay, first of all, those are words that just came out of my mouth.
Oh,
In
was
movies,
it a typo?
No, it was me. I did that.
I see.
I'm great at talking. I'm amazing at talking. I'm talking and amazing.
Totally.
Yeah. Anyway, in movies, people use credit cards to jimmy open locked doors. You pull out the ID card you found earlier. The thin plastic is flexible but sturdy enough that you should be able to slide it between the door and the frame and push open the latch, but you'll have to be quick. The animatronic is almost here. You walked in to grab the Genesis, but he's punching walls. Well, no, go get the Genesis. He's gonna break it. He's just gonna stomp on it. That wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
We need the Genesis, man, and not the other kind of Genesis.
There's... What other Genesis is there?
Never mind. It's a biblical joke. Don't mind it.
Okay then.
You wipe sweat from your forehead. You switch on the lights and look around. What was so important about this room? There's no one here. It's practically a mirror image of Party Room 1 with a striped tablecloths instead of white and party hats decorated with confetti. It also has a wide window looking out at the tree line beyond the restaurant and the mountains beyond that. Only it's dark now, so all you can see is the room reflected in the glass. You hardly recognize yourself or the fear in your face. Nice. Excuse me. You turn your attention back to the tables. One of the party hats is slightly out of alignment with the others. You nudge it back into place, but meet some resistance. Something's under the hat. You lift up the paper cone and find a Freddy Fazbear Entertainment branded Zippo lighter. Someone must have left it after lighting birthday candles. We're adding the lighter to the inventory and going to get Bonnie's head, apparently.
Find the lighter. Move to parts and service. So, try to go back to the dining room and then go to parts and service if you can.
I'm assuming we're taking Bonnie's head there, but I don't really know. So when I see that, I'll go there, okay?
I gotcha.
Bonnie's head is what, because I didn't have an option the last time. It just said you add the Zippo lighter to your inventory and go to get Bonnie's head. That was it. That was the option. So
I was just
Bonnie's
letting
head.
you know is all.
Gotcha. Bonnie's head is what you came here for. You walk over and pick it up. Oof, it's heavier than it looks, and something sticky leaks out onto your hands. It's clearly blood.
Wait, is that
You,
what it
you
said?
like- no, I was muttering.
Okay,
No, he
gotcha.
said, where was I? Machine oil, hopefully? You're glad it didn't leave a mess on the floor. That's what it said.
Gotcha.
Well, I say it's blood, and I'm convinced.
It probably is.
Anyways, even after all this time, this is the closest you've been to an animatronic. One reason being the smell. These things haven't been washed in ever. There's something sharp and sour about the stench, like food left out to rot or roadkill. You wrinkle your nose. It's very unpleasant. Yeah, that's what I would like to do, okay? I'm looking in the current performing animatronic suits, okay? Isn't that you?
Yeah.
Isn't that you, Toy Bonnie? Aren't you one of them? I'm pretty sure the toys are the current performing suits, so we're just gonna start with that. I've got some questions, Bonnie. I need you to answer them.
I
Why don't we look in the current performing animatronic suits, buddy?
wonder why.
Anyway, where was I? You've also never touched an animatronic before, which, of course, is strongly discouraged. The fur is matted and kind of greasy. There are probably things crawling inside of it. You don't want to hold this thing any longer than you have to. You turn it around in your hands until Bonnie is looking at you. Let's get you patched up, you say. Bonnie's eyes blink and swivel toward you. You're so startled you almost drop the head. It probably just happened because we were moving it around.
Oh.
You mean the suits that can move? So you.
Come on,
So
Father
you, Toy
Kokori.
Bonnie. Huh?
Talking to the game.
Oh, okay. Anyways, we're going backstage to parts and service, okay?
Gotcha.
Uh, I'm gonna go ahead and read this, and you can tell me after the fact, okay?
Okay.
You open the door in the back of the stage marked employees only. Though you're an employee, you've never needed to be back here before. You step up onto the backstage area. You step into the backstage area, what staff has taken, which is a typo. It's a typo. Okay, I found one.
I see.
You step into the backstage area, which staff has taken to referring to as P&S, or Parts and Service. Or PASS, as I'm probably going to call it, because that's habit for me.
Yeah.
It's dark and practically shouts, "This area is off limits!" It feels wrong and a little dangerous to be back here. You look around for something useful to help you reattach Bonnie's head properly. A user manual would be nice. An endoskeleton sits on the end of the workbench next to a screwdriver, perhaps intended to empty Freddy Fazbear's suit. Probably intended for the empty Freddy Fazbear suit tucked into the corner. Another empty Freddy head rests on the other end of the workbench. No one told me I could read
Yeah, it
or
happens.
talk. Okay, so like, what do you got? What are you hiding, Toy Bonnie? What's in that suit of yours, huh? Huh? Huh?
I don't
We
think you
don't look
want to
what's
know.
inside. We don't want to look at what's inside my suit. My suit's worse than your suit.
How do you know?
Dot 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 question mark?
What?
Dot 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 question mark exclamation point?
What?
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 What was the question?
I asked, how do you know yours is worse than Toy Bonnie's?
Error.
Maybe Toy Bonnie has 2 slaughtered kids and them.
Error.
What? Your mom.
Sorry, I'm receiving errors trying to access that information. Please stop
Sure.
asking me questions about what might be inside my suit.
Hey, what's inside your suit?
Error. Information not found. There are several Freddy heads here.
Crazy.
The
You're
oldest,
right.
They're old designs. Some of them don't have eyebrows or have slightly different shape. There's also a Chica head on the shelf, and next to it is a flashlight. What about Foxy? You don't see any of his parts back here. As if you summoned him, you hear heavy footsteps running toward the room. You have to find something to defend yourself with, or take your chances and hide. Okay, what are we supposed to be doing next?
Uh, finding a flashlight and then a screwdriver.
Okay, well, we've got both of those, because they're both sitting in here.
Yeah.
So, what do we do after that? Like,
Uh,
I'm just gonna say we have them both, because my options right now are grab the screwdriver, grab the flashlight, put on the Freddy head.
grab the flashlight.
Okay, grab the flashlight. You dash toward the shelves and pick up the flashlight just as Foxy bursts into the room. You whirl around and press the button on the flashlight. Luckily, the batteries inside still work. A bright beam of light cuts across the dark room and shines on Foxy's face. You thought maybe you would blind him temporarily so you could slip by, but the light seems to mess him up. He freezes in place, servos clicking in confusion. You hope you won't get in trouble for breaking Foxy. Bless you?
Thank you.
Oh, okay, that was a sneeze. I wasn't sure.
I see you.
You don't know how long he'll be like this, so you decide to get a move on. You need to reattach Bonnie's head and get back to the security office. It will only become more dangerous to be out as the night progresses, especially once Foxy reboots. Message retracted.
Huh?
Who censored you?
I
Anyway.
don't even see that.
Oh, it says message retracted on Toy Bonnie.
Huh.
Where he was singing.
I see you.
Anyway, add flashlight and screwdriver to inventory and return to the show stage is the only option that I have, so that's what I'm doing. What do I do next?
What was it?
I just grabbed the screwdriver and flashlight. What do I do after that?
Survive the night.
Survive the night. Okay, now I have to figure out where I was. Hold on. You climb up onto the show stage and look out, imagining the audience. I don't actually know where I'm at. Hold on. Hold on. I have to, like, physically, go back. I'm not really sure what I just did.
Why does it keep saying message redacted?
He's deleting messages, I think, is what that is.
Or maybe they're typing that in themselves?
Maybe? I don't know how to do italics like that, though. Like, grayed out italics.
In Streamlabs, it's not grayed out, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So it looks like
It's grayed out on my end.
I gotcha.
Like, on actual YouTube itself, I mean. Unless YouTube is censoring.
Maybe.
I don't know. The way Toy Bonnie said, or is it, makes me think maybe that's not the case. I think Toy Bonnie's deleting messages.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, I'm just gonna assume that this is where I'm supposed to be because this is where it's putting me, so we're just gonna go with this, okay?
Okay.
You climb up onto the show stage and look out, imagining an audience of boisterous kids and frazzled parents. Staff and customers are not allowed up here. The last time a kid found his way on stage during a performance, you shudder. That's what liability waivers are for. Where Chica usually stands, you see a metal plate. The animatronics recharge on those at night through battery terminals on their feet, which is actually really interesting, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know what that message means, so I'm just gonna assume it meant no. Not really sure though. Can I buy a question mark?
No, not allowed.
Oh, okay. You gently place Bonnie's head back on his body. Oh, you're nomming. I see. Nom nom nom. I see. Okay, I figured it out. That's Fredbear's job, though. Excuse me. I'm only dying a little bit.
No die.
Totally not because of anything inside my suit. Okay, bye.
Cause what?
What?
Cause what?
Nothing.
What did you say?
I said nothing.
Wait.
Error. Information not found.
Well, I'll find the information.
Sorry, man, no can do.
Fredbear and Mangles.
That's Fredbear Mangle's job is to say nom nom nom. Anyways, where was I? You gently place Bonnie's head back on his body. The animatronics deserve your respect. When you think about it, you wouldn't have a job without them. Height of 87 revealed. Which one, Toy Bonnie?
All of them.
I haven't eaten. I haven't eaten enough eggs for this yet. The fact that it needs to be weighed. Oh my God. They have some flaws, but they've brought so much happiness to families over the years. That fact needs to be weighed against their actions. None of us are perfect. We all make mistakes, right? Bonnie's head wobbles. You can't leave him like this. It seems you can tighten it by turning it, but which way? Left or right? Does it matter? Righty tighty, lefty loosey, everybody. Uh, does it matter? You probably can't make him any worse. But maybe you should pop backstage and see if there are some instructions. You're just a security officer. You aren't trained in repairing the animatronics, and if you do this incorrectly, you could lose your job earlier than planned. Or worse. Okay, do we have a bonus item for this? Or
I have no idea.
I don't know. It doesn't say what the bonus item is,
Yeah, I
so
know we got the screwdriver. I know that.
yeah. We can screw to the left, screw to the right, go backstage, or use a bonus item, whatever that may be.
Go backstage.
Okay. You open the door at the back of the stage marked employees only. Oh, we've been here already. This is a loop.
Okay.
Okay. So
I'd say
do I
try use secret or yeah the secret item thing.
Okay, let me get us back over there. Okay, so use the bonus item. You may not know how to fix Bonnie, but you know someone who does. You pull out the mobile phone you found. Okay, so this is a
yeah.
mobile phone?
We didn't grab that.
Yeah. Okay. Let me get us back to where we were. Okay, so screw the head to the left, screw the head to the right. Or, yeah, those are the
right.
options. To the right. You twist Bonnie's head to the right, and something clicks inside. His eyelids blink once, and the head comes back as the head comes back online. It seems you've done the trick, but there are 3 small holes around the base of the neck to secure the head. This is probably why his head fell off in the first place. As he dances and strums his signature red bass guitar on stage, the screws vibrated and eventually fell out. And then, off with his head.
Yeah.
You look around the stage and find 2 silver screws, but no matter how hard you search, you can't find the third one. 2 will have to do for now. The best you can do is let maintenance know so they can hunt down another screw tomorrow. You insert 1 screw in each side of his neck. With them sticking out like that, Bonnie reminds you of Frankenstein's monster.
And yeah, sounds about right for Bonnie.
That's no good. You'll have to tighten them or his head will tumble off again. A job half-assed will never last, as your father used to say. He was he's right.
Yeah.
He was a perfectionist, and nothing you did was ever good enough. You vowed you would never treat your own child that way. And so far you haven't with Top. The sooner you fix Bonnie, the sooner you can go back to the security office, and the better your chances of getting home tonight to her in the morning. Do we tighten the screws with our fingers, or we're going to use the screwdriver?
Use the screwdriver.
The screwdriver makes quick work of tightening Bonnie's loose screws. The head feels as sturdy as it's ever been. Maybe you missed a calling in repair work. The only thing you enjoy as much as keeping order is protecting people, and protecting people is fixing things. I stumbled over all of my words, but when you have that many adjectives, it's confusing. Okay, I'm sorry. After your last day here, you can start looking into other positions. It might be nice to do something that lets you work with your hands more. It would be fun to make toys. Nothing that moves like the animatronics at Freddy's, just simple toys for simple joys. Now that Bonnie is functional again, you feel oddly exposed on stage, especially with Chica out there somewhere. You have to assume Foxy is out and about right now. It's a good idea to go back to the security office and hope nothing else breaks tonight. Alright, we're returning to the security office.
Yep.
Okay. Might I eat food? Another
No,
little
not
bit of
at
food.
all. Not allowed.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry still, and I'm trying not to get food poisoning from these eggs. Chica probably is eating pizza. Chica loves pizza.
Yeah,
In the wise words of Glamrock Freddy, Chica loves pizza
and garbage.
and garbage. But Freddy didn't say that.
No, but I did.
Hmm. Soggy toast and cold eggs.
Mm.
Yeah. I wonder what Chica's obsession with pizza is anyway.
I don't know. I don't
I
even
know
think.
it's because of but
I don't even think that was a thing until the stupid FNAF if it wasn't scary videos came out.
I don't think that's true because she was always in the kitchen with the pens and stuff in the first game.
Well,
It was
yeah,
always implied that she likes food.
yeah, but never just pizza alone though. I'm just saying.
I wasn't saying it was just pizza. I was just saying that she likes pizza. She likes food. Her bib says let's eat after all.
Yeah,
She just likes food in general.
I gotcha. Uh, sorry, my stomach got itchy.
What's your favorite food, Blue Bonnie?
Yeah,
I can answer that. Sorry, forgive me. I talk with my mouth full, but I can answer that. Maybe not at Freddy's where the dough is frozen, but in actual pizza places where we make our actual dough, we have trays all over the place. They're obnoxious to clean. I hate that we have trays all over the place.
yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. I am ready to continue to read now. Sorry, I have this food. It's taunting me. I'm
I
sorry.
gotcha. I said we could have waited to stream until after you were done eating.
I'm I'm too stubborn for that though. You've met me.
Wait.
And on top of the trays, we also have containers for like toppings and stuff. I don't know. I think Freddy's might just be frozen pizzas though, so I don't think any of that applies to Freddy's. Basically, yes, pans and trays are essentially the same. I bet. I never noticed, but I bet that Domino's has pans for like the pan crust pizzas or
Probably.
deep dish pizzas or whatever. And we do have the ones for breadsticks and stuff too. So I guess we kind of also have pans.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now I gotta think about it. I don't know, man. I'm firmly of the belief that Marco's Pizza is better than Domino's, and I don't remember how Domino's made their food. Not gonna lie. Anyways, you return to the security office and slump into your seat. This job is finally getting to you, but you won't and can't let it get the best of you. You just need a moment to catch your breath. You close your eyes and breathe in, and you breathe out, and you breathe in.
She taught you how to make the frozen pizza.
Yeah. You don't have to burn down the building to make your own dough, but you do have to have like 20 pounds of flour per batch. Which is why I don't think Fazbear Entertainment has dough that you make yourself.
Yeah.
Why would they want 20-pound bags of flour just sitting around?
Just cause.
That's expensive. It's like $100 for a 20-pound bag of flour, from what I heard.
Nah, it's fine.
And Marcos generally has between 5 and 15 of them on standby, which honestly, that's worth more than my life.
You see?
Oh, you have both. I see. Why?
Just cause.
Sorry, I was reading once. A sound startles you awake. Oh no, you've fallen asleep on the job. After all the times you warned the night watchman to always stay vigilant and faithfully reported those who shirked their responsibility and dozed off through a shift, you're embarrassed and annoyed at yourself. It's just that you're having trouble adjusting to the later hours, and dealing with the animatronics is wearing you out. You can beat yourself up later. Something woke you up. A sound. Or wait, was it two sounds? You're still disoriented from your unintentional nap, but you think you heard footsteps approaching from the door on your left and someone groaning from the door on the right. You could have dreamed them up, or you could be in imminent danger. You only have time to act on one potential threat. Your clock reads 5:55 a.m., so you only have to survive the next 5 minutes.
Close the right door.
Close the right door. We also could potentially use a bonus item, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah. I don't know what it is either.
Uh, what are we supposed to do next?
Uh,
No, we're just surviving the night.
yeah, I
That's
was
right. I
gonna say
forgot.
just survive the night.
We don't need to pay any workers that clock in at night, so we have a lot of money. That's not true. You gave Mike like $100 a week. Don't lie.
Oh, I
Anyway,
killed
closing the door on
myself.
the right. If someone is close enough for you to hear them groan, then they're too close. You leap for the door on your right and slap your fingers against the button. You catch a flash of yellow before the door slams shut. Looks like you were just in time. You flick on the hall light and see Chica staring in maniacally at you, beaked mouth wide open. You turn off the light. You can take your cluck and get lost. I've had enough for one night. But it seems you haven't. The footsteps keep approaching on your left, and then Bonnie is standing there. It's too late to close the door now. You brace
Yeah.
for your attack. You brace.
Sorry.
That's actually a fair point. They usually don't make it past Wednesday. That's fair. Well, you still owe them like $30. So, um, but Bonnie doesn't make a move. He just stares at you. You stare back at him. What is he waiting for? You break eye contact for a moment and see the desk clock flip over from 5:59 to 6 a.m. Bonnie turns and walks away, back toward the show stage. At, at the door on the right, Chica does the same. Did Bonnie just let you live? Was that a thank you for restoring his head? Or maybe you just got lucky. Either way, you survived another night, and it's time to go home. They're fired, I should say. Don't. Oh, okay. I don't believe you, but okay. I'm pretty sure they got eaten by Mangle. But, or Foxy, for that matter. Or just straight up mimed by the puppet. Either way, I don't know, man.
You mean maimed?
No. I mean mimed.
Okay, then.
She's mocking them.
I see it.
Yes, I meant maimed. Hey, where am I? I'm confused and lost. I don't know what just happened, but we're on night 2 at 12 a.m. again. I have to go through all of that again. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna figure this out. Give me a second. I'm just putting myself on night 3, okay? I can get to that significantly easier. Okay. We're just starting night 3. That's all we had to do, right? What's the next thing that we do?
Night 4. Okay, so night 4 starts off in the morning, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, no, night 4. We're going night 3. Sorry. Yeah, we're going to night 3. Sorry, I was confused. See, just go with night 3 up until you're at Freddy's again.
Okay. Would you mind putting on the BRB? I've got to use the bathroom.
I mean, I could just keep playing this, but yeah, hold on.
This is true. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, apparently so will Bonnie, as it turns out.
I see.
I'll be right back. Ow. Let me fall down also while I'm at it.
Well, just don't do that.
We'll see. I'm gonna shove this creamy black ball in my mouth. I'll be back.
I hope everyone's been having a good day so far. For now, I'm gonna turn up the volume.
Good luck and Nova Prospect, Freeman.
I think that's a little too loud. Yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good day. What's everyone been up to?
Oh yeah.
Welcome back. Let me go ahead and turn this.
How are you feeling?
I'm alright.
You sure?
Yeah.
You're awful quiet this stream. I'm just making sure you're good, like
There's
mentally. Are you alright?
just not much for me to say.
I see. Well, that's gay.
Wah.
I'm not waiting for Bonnie to get back.
I gotcha.
He's like our only audience. He's like our only audience member. Should I be waiting for him to get back?
That's up to you.
I think I'll wait for him to get back. I'm just gonna watch you for a second. I see that we're fighting antlions
Yeah, and Combine.
and combine. I just see the antlions right now as well.
Yeah, I
Oh,
gotcha.
there's the combine.
Yeah.
I see them. Hit them with your vehicle, so they
I
deserve.
have one of them with the car.
As one does. Were you still wanting to stream with me tonight as well, or were you good?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe, if you're not too tired.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna work on my Fred Bros map as well.
I gotcha.
Well, would you look at that? He jump scared you, or tried to. He did his
Yeah.
best.
Yeah. Oh, there's a guy up there.
Oh, off topic, but I did get help. Wanted to work for a little bit on my stream last night.
Yeah, you told me earlier.
I got okay, my bad.
You're
My
fine.
bad.
You're fine.
I think the computer probably overheated after a point. And that's
Maybe,
why it started
yeah.
lagging on me. It did fine for part of it. I mean,
There's the ladder. I gotcha, though.
yeah. Ladder.
Oh, I forgot the stream's a bit
Ooh.
behind.
Train. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
watching it on YouTube, sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm experiencing what you experienced yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
What do you mean? Oh.
Dang, as soon as I tried to eat some eggs.
What happened, Bonnie? Like Spring said.
We waited on you to continue to read, by the way. So you haven't missed anything. That shipping container looks like an awesome roller coaster.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. Right, sorry. I'm not making any sense to stream probably either. My bad.
What do you mean?
Making noises and stuff in response to your crane wobbling.
Oh, I see it.
I'm behind. I forgot.
It's fine. It happens.
Withered Bonnie started a fight with Withered Foxy. I thought they were buddies. I thought they were bros, almost like he and BB are.
Sounds about right
I'm
for
gonna
them, though.
I'm gonna continue reading, but I'll get back to you on this. You feel well rested and excited. Oh, we're just starting night 3, by the way. You feel well rested and excited about going to work, just like you used to, until you step into the dark and dreary security office. Somehow, all your enthusiasm deflates and you feel exhausted, as if you hadn't slept for 8 hours. As if you have always been in this office, and will always be in this office. You settle into the seat and sigh, feeling like you've aged 5 years in the 5 seconds it took you to come in and sit down. It must be the midnight shift. Working as night watchman, you lose touch with all the good parts of the job that motivate you each day. There's no coworkers to catch up with, you don't see the smiling kids' faces or hear the happy laughter. And you don't get to see the animatronics the way they're meant to be seen, as entertainers instead of vengeful stalkers. When you go outside into the sunlight, your memories of the night before seem to dull and fade. When you're safe at home talking to cop, you question everything that happened, and you come to the same conclusion. You imagined it. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
With it boxes and set up for some funny, and they just started punching. You know that is just like high school. Your memories of the night before seem to dull and fade. When you're safe at home talking to Cop, you question everything that happened. And you come to the same conclusion. You imagined it. It wasn't that bad. After all, you're alive. And the animatronics were really if the animatronics were really alive and hunting
Oh,
you,
okay.
what would be your chances of surviving one night? 2? 5? Really darned slim. Maybe these lapses in memory are some survival mechanism. How can you go home to your daughter each morning and live a normal life knowing such horrors exist in the world? How could you leave her each night and come back to work here knowing you might not ever see her again? Only if you forget, which is honestly that's fair. We call that avoidance.
Yeah.
Avoiding problems works great, in case anyone was concerned. I am not a licensed psychiatric operative or whatever the word is. I am not a therapist. Please don't take my advice. It's fake advice. It's sarcasm and it's fake news. But avoidance is great. Okay, sorry. I'll go back to reading
You're
now.
fine.
But you also have a job to do. You've always been the responsible one, even as a kid. No one had to ask you to do your homework before watching TV and riding your bike. You were, and still are, what they call an overachiever. And yet, you end up working security at Freddy's. So many people don't understand that, but you tell them some things are more
Yeah.
important than a fancy job and a big paycheck.
It
Yeah,
happens.
welcome back. Welcome back to the first stream that you saw this in. Uh, Some things are more important than a fancy job and a big paycheck. I love those animatronics, and I make a difference when I go to work each day. Do you still believe that? Do you ever? Or did you ever, rather? You sit up straight and switch on the security monitor. Time to make the donuts, you mutter. A child laughs behind you. You spin in the chair and look behind you. There's nothing there but lockers and shadows. Pull yourself together, Ralph. Only 3 more nights. You begin, as you always do, pushing buttons. You cycle through all the camera feed on the monitors, and everything is copacetic until you hit the party rooms. What the? You lean closer to the jittery video screen. A table and chairs have been overturned in party room 2, and there's a large dark puddle on the floor. The window in the far wall is broken. A crushed paper party hat lies in the hallway outside. This is why we don't have more windows. Everyone always wants to schedule their parties in party room 2 because it has one of the few windows in the restaurant. But the moment you saw it, you knew it was a big security risk. Kids are always breaking in on a dare, though no one's ever gotten inside before. Someone has to clean up that mess in party room 2. You put a finger on your nose. Not it, you say. You sigh. The security job has more janitorial duties than you expected. You need supplies from the closet in the west hall to mop the floor and board up the window. And you should locate that intruder before they break anything else, or get themselves hurt. Okay, what are we doing? What, remind me?
Uh, check the cameras for the intruder before hurrying to the supply closet and repair the window. Okay, so check the camera for intruders before hurrying to the supply closet and repair the window first.
Okay, so check for intruders, repair window first. Did I get that right?
Yeah, go to the security office. Not security office, storage closet or supply closet.
Gotcha. Well, I have to check the camera for intruders first, okay?
Yeah, I gotcha.
You cycle through each of the cameras once more, this time checking carefully for someone who shouldn't be there.
Yeah,
Bonnie
he
and
does
Chica
care.
have both left.
Sorry.
Yeah, he has to at least pretend to care, but like, honestly, I feel like the bots are better security guards than Ralph is ever gonna be, so I feel like he should just give up and go home. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Uh, you cycle through the cameras once more, this time checking carefully for someone who shouldn't be there. Bonnie and Chica have both left the stage. Why don't you go out much, Freddy? You ask. When the camera pans away from him and back, you gasp. His head is now turned and is looking into the camera. You stay there, you swallow. Please. The curtain at Pirate Cove is open slightly, and you see Foxy grinning from the depths. You stay there too. If the intruder was hiding in there, Foxy wouldn't even think about leaving his new plaything. Funny how you've started attributing thoughts and feelings to the animatronics as if they weren't simply acting according to quirks in their programming. Anthropomorphizing, you believe it's called. You started out as a psychology major at the community college, specializing in children's psychology before you dropped out. You figure that experience helped you get the job at Freddy's. Not that you use psychology much anymore unless you're trying to convince your daughter to do something she doesn't want to do. Maybe you should have studied artificial intelligence instead. After checking everywhere, the only place the intruder could be is in the kitchen. You have no picture, but you hear someone banging around. If someone's in there with Chica, they'd better be hiding. Alright, we're hurrying to the supply closet. I mean, he could. He just chooses not to, but he could. That's an option. I feel like that should be an option attributed to every single one of these little options that we have.
Yeah.
And all of them go to, like, one ending, and that's it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what needs to happen here. You open the supply closet in the West Hall and yelp when something reaches out of the darkness. It hits you in the face. Nice. I'm glad Withered Foxy won. He fucking deserves it. You open the supply closet in the West Hall and yelp when something reaches out of the darkness. It hits you in the face and you jerk backwards. The wooden handle of a mop falls and clatters hollowly onto the black and white tiled floor. You chuckle and look up at the security cam in the hall. You flash at a V sign with your fingers, then stoop to pick the mop up and return it to the bucket. Gradually, your racing pulse returns to normal. You have two big jobs ahead of you in Party Room 2. You have to clean up that spill and broken glass, and board up the window. Everything you need is right here, but you can't carry all the supplies with you. You'll have to make 2 trips, but you're not sure which task you should complete first.
Fix the window first.
By a non-request, we are boarding up the window. Your first priority as night watchman is to keep Freddy Fazbear's Pizza secure and protect the animatronics, though you aren't sure how much protection they need. You'd better make sure no one else can sneak into the restaurant in the night. Sorry. Hello, it's Captain! Hey, Captain!
Hey,
We're
Captain.
reading. We're reading. We're having a grand old time. We're on night 3, about to board up a window because someone broke into the pizzeria like an idiot. Anyway, I'm just gonna throw out there. I'm just gonna throw out that I guess, my prediction, my beautiful guess, my uneducated guess that I have no idea, is that it's Springtrap.
Yeah, well, William, but yeah.
No, Springtrap.
Oh, I see you.
William wouldn't be alive at this point, would he? Or maybe he would.
Don't know.
Maybe, but there's no Spring Bonnie mentioned in parts and service or anything, so I'm assuming he's Springtrap by now.
Yeah.
Anyways, then again, we haven't seen the safe room either. I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't ask me questions. I threw it out there because I could. Okay.
I gotcha.
I don't know which of these I'm clicking on, so I'm just gonna guess. What a mess. You step into Party Room 2 with dread settling in your chest. There's a wide, dark pool of liquid on the floor, and the pane from the window on the far side of the room is gone. Broken glasses everywhere. The shards on the floor tinkle in the moonlight. He said tinkle.
Have you been by the
in
way,
the moonlight.
Captain? Sorry.
Huh?
I was just asking Captain how he's been.
Oh, okay. Am I good to continue, or do I need to wait?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. The shards on the floor tinkle in the moonlight coming through the open window. It's kind of pretty, despite the circumstances. A cool draft from the window brings the scent of something sharp and metallic. You flip on the light and see the puddle is red and viscous. That is a lot of tomato sauce, you think, hopefully. But when you kneel to investigate more closely, you know it's blood. You gag and run to the window to throw up. The fresh air wafting inside settles your stomach. You've never noticed before how bad this place smells all the time, like greasy old pizza and sweat and sometimes rotting meat. And now, blood. Human blood. It's only tomato sauce. Toy Bonnie is right.
Totally.
Get a grip, man. It's only tomato sauce.
Totally. You
And
keep
now,
telling yourself
blood.
that.
Human blood. An animal must have gotten in, you say aloud, as though that would make it true. Whatever it was, it's gone. One way or another. You just have to worry about keeping anyone else out. You place a plank over the window and are about to hammer in the first nail when you hear strains of music from the dining area. And it's getting louder. What do I do?
Uh,
I can board up the window quickly, I can listen and wait, or I can climb out the window and run away, presumably.
listen.
I listen,
Yeah.
listen and wait. Music of unknown origin in the middle of the night feels ominous. Right now isn't the time to move or make noise. You tiptoe to the open door of Party Room 2 and grip the handle of the hammer slightly as you listen. Tightly, tightly as you listen. You've heard this song before. It's a march, played on a music box or something. As far as you're aware, none of the animatronics have a built-in music box, though you think you've seen one over by the prize counter. The music comes closer and closer, and then it moves past the party room and fades. You risk a peek around the open doorway and see Freddy Fazbear walking away, microphone in hand. You choke back aghast. This is the first time you've seen Freddy out like this on his own. You were beginning to wonder if he'd ever step off that stage. Gee, thanks, Freddy. No, it's not. It's not Freddy.
Oh
Huh? It's
my
a Slim
god.
Shady, the real Slim Shady. Sorry. I thought you were. Wait, what are you doing here, Twivani?
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, now you're worried about what finally drew him out. At least he's gone for now. You board up the window quickly, straining to hear whether Freddy or any of the others are approaching. Now that the task is done, there's still all that blood to clean up. So much blood. But you've also been away from the cameras for far too long. Maybe you should swing by the security office first to check in. What do we do?
Listen and go to the security office.
We return to the security office. Freddy went toward the show stage area on the west end of the dining area. Excuse me. Stop calling it blood. It gives us a bad rep. No, it doesn't. Did you kill them? Was it you? It doesn't give us a bad rep. The only one allowed to give us a bad rep is me. I mean, what?
What?
Huh?
It keeps our normal rep up.
Yeah, we gotta maintain that normal rep. Totally normal.
Yeah.
About as normal as one of Call Me Kevin's Sims characters.
Yeah.
Anyway, Freddy went toward the show stage on the west end of the dining area, so you stick to the east side. You plan to return to the security office via the east hall before continuing on to the supply closet to finish with your tasks for the night. But as you pass the kitchen, you think about the intruder who broke into the party room and lost a lot of blood. The only place they could be hiding is the kitchen, since the camera is only transmitting audio. It's on your way. Maybe you should duck in there and check things out.
What do you mean, Captain?
What do we do?
What?
Oh, it's Toy Bonnie. Don't worry about it. We have this little thing going on with Toy Bonnie.
Yeah.
What do we call it? Is it a role play? Is it just in character chatting? Like,
I have no idea.
I guess it's kind of a role play. It's just a verbal role play.
Oh.
I guess.
Okay, so we got back to the office, right?
We're on our way to the office. We just passed by the kitchen.
Okay, stop at the kitchen and use
Stop
the
in the
lighter
kitchen.
when you can. On the yellow
Use the lighter
cupcake.
when... Huh?
Use the lighter on the yellow cupcake.
Use the lighter on the yellow cupcake. Heard. You slip into the kitchen just to make sure no one is hiding in there. And maybe to grab a little snack since you haven't eaten in hours. That's one of the benefits of the video feed being out in the kitchen. No one will be the wiser. And if anyone does notice some food missing, you can always blame Chica. You hit the jackpot. There's a yellow cupcake on the metal counter with pink frosting. An unlit candle sticks out of the center. Sorry, I didn't want to flip. It took me like 5 tries to flip the cage.
Yeah.
This must be left over from a birthday party. Maybe one of the kitchen staff meant to take it home and forgot it. You poke the frosting. It has a hard outer layer, but it's soft underneath. As fresh as food gets around here. You lick the frosting from your finger. Delicious. Without questioning the wisdom of eating random food you find laying around. You didn't earlier. Okay, look, he ate a Pop-Tart that he claimed was like a year old earlier,
Yeah.
okay? Is this the worst thing he's ever eaten? This cupcake right here?
Nah.
You're about to pick up the cupcake when you hear footsteps approaching quickly. You'd better get out of sight. You want to take the cupcake with you, but it might work better as a distraction if you can light the candle to draw attention to it. Right, we are using the lighter now. You pat your pockets frantically, recalling the
Food
lighter
is
you found
food.
earlier. Food is food, he's right. Actually, I guess that's only true most of the time.
I'm the same way.
I can't eat random food because I eat food that I know what it is and get sick. So, hmm.
Yeah.
The food is food usually. Where are you, and why does it look like a scene out of Nope Challenge?
What do you mean, me?
You, yeah. It looks like a
Uh,
scene out of. How high up are you?
Hold on, let me go back down.
Oh, you're going up, I thought.
Nope, I needed to go down.
Oh my god. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm only a little bit sidetracked. Sorry, guys.
There you
Oh,
go.
no, 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 no.
What?
Too high. Not enough.
Yeah.
Not too high. Too high. I'm going back to reading now. You pet your. I'm sorry, I'm getting flashbacks to Nope Challenge. I haven't even finished the first level of heights, by the way.
Yeah.
You
I gotta
pat your
do a
pockets.
huge fight up here too, by the way.
Great. Oh yeah, I think I remember this scene. I watched you play it with a friend of ours.
Yeah, I
Like the
played it
first
in
time I ever
VR.
saw. Yeah, the first time I ever saw this game, like any gameplay from it at all, you were playing it for a friend of ours.
Yeah. I got the
You pat your
crossbow.
pockets.
Sorry.
You pat your pockets frantically, recalling the lighter you found earlier. There it is. You pull it out, and it takes you a few tries to get a flame going. You aren't used to heavy-duty
Oh, no, no,
lighters
no.
like this,
Oh,
and it doesn't.
sorry. I was just remember. I played this for you.
Yeah, you played this for me, but that wasn't the first time I had seen
Oh,
gameplay of it.
gotcha.
The first time I saw gameplay of it, I had just met you.
Gotcha.
This is I'm talking about like a week after I met you. It's been like 2
Gotcha.
years. Okay, where was I? I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
You aren't used to heavy duty lighters like this, and it doesn't help that you're nervous. You light the candle and then bolt around the counter to hide behind it as someone enters the kitchen. You catch a distorted reflection of the yellow chicken in the industrial sized chrome refrigerator door. From the vantage point, you watch Chica approach the cupcake with interest. Something overcomes you, and you begin singing Happy Birthday softly. You're giving away your location, your only advantage, but somehow Chica keeps staring at the burning candle.
Hold on. Sorry about that.
Oh, I was about to start typing Happy Birthday in chat, as one does. I mean, what else am I supposed to do, huh?
Yeah.
When you get to the part where you name the birthday person, a name pops into your head. Happy birthday, dear Susie. Happy
Oh.
birthday to you. I don't really want to know how he just thought of all this off the top of his head, but you
He
know.
knows a little too much.
Chico lets out an anguished scream and smashes the cupcake with a hand. She then storms out of the kitchen, wailing. Weird, you think? Even for a walking animatronic. You pay your respects to the poor smashed cupcake. Chica's tantrum not only extinguished the candle's flame, did she make a wish? But also reduced the baked good to crumbs, which you're still tempted to eat. Honestly, that's fair. That's fair.
Exactly.
Ba-da-da-da.
Exactly, Bonnie.
Yeah, yeah. Something glints in the cupcake wrapper. You poke through the mound of crumbs and find a gold ring. It's heavy, not like the plastic gold-painted trinkets you can get from the vending machines or the prize corner. How did it get here? You wonder if it belongs to the baker that made the cupcake. The ring could have slipped off his finger and into the batter. God, I'm so glad no one ate that. Just saying. There
Yeah.
are no inscriptions or identifying marks. It's just a plain gold wedding band. Well, you can always check with the staff tomorrow to see if anyone is missing it. And if no one claims it, it should make a nice little parting bonus for you, or a souvenir for your daughter. Okay, we're adding the gold ring to the inventory, and we are proceeding to the security office.
Yep. Give me 1 second.
Am I good?
Okay.
Oh, right.
Survive the night now.
Okay.
Do
You
not,
make it back to the security.
do not give Cop the ring.
Okay. You make it back to the security office without encountering any more animatronics, but you don't get comfortable. You can't stay long with the bloody mess in Party Room 2. Nice pun you got there.
British people.
Very punny. Very punny. But there's always time to sweep the cameras for trouble. Freddy is missing from stage, but Bonnie and Chica are back there already. Chica has stains around her mouth, but the black and white video makes it hard to identify what it is. Could be frosting from the cupcake she found in the kitchen. Yeah, that must be what it is. Yeah,
Totally.
that's in the story, by the way. That's
Yeah,
written
no,
out.
I gotcha.
Even Foxy is still hiding out in Pirate Cove. This night has been feeling off, and you reason it's because the first night Freddy has gone wandering. It's possible the other animatronics are laying low tonight to give him some room to explore. They're not afraid of him, are they? You can't pick up Freddy on any of the cameras, but you do hear his music playing in the kitchen. It's a popular spot tonight. It's a joke, he doesn't mean it. I don't know, man. I feel like maybe it's not pizza sauce on the floor in the party room too. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to
it's
break
not.
the news. Sorry to break the news, man. You can't pick up Freddy on any of the cameras, but you do hear his music playing in the kitchen. It's a popular spot tonight. Satisfied that you're taking only a minimal risk as long as you steer clear of Freddy's music, you stop by the security
Nope.
closet for the second time tonight.
They dropped
You
off
grab
the
a
bridge.
mop. Huh?
I dropped off the bridge. It put me so far back. Oh my god. You could?
Shh, shh. It's fine. We don't discuss it. We don't discuss the crippling fear of heights. Is he waving at you?
He was shooting at me. I think he was
It looked
calling
like he
his
was waving at
team.
you. I see. It looked like he was waving at you, like he was happy to see you or something, but then you shot him like a maniac.
Yeah.
Only joking, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. You grab a mop, some cleaning products, and a bucket. Something rattles inside the bucket. You steel yourself for something traumatic, like a dismembered body part or a small dead animal, and look inside. Okay, first of all, if you're traumatized by a small dead animal, I'm a little concerned for you. Like, I know I'm weird, but like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe too much information about me. Never mind. Yes, yeah, scratch that. Yeah, small dead animals are scary. Never mind. A pink water, a pink water pistol is at the bottom of the bucket. It's the kind of toy that they give away at the prize corner if you turn in enough tickets. A cheap toy that probably won't work right and will cease working completely after playing with it for just a few minutes. You know they buy these things in bulk for pennies apiece and make several dollars of profit off of them. Finally, I'm armed. You raise the water gun and spin around. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Hold on.
I think the animatronics are scarier.
Yeah.
Finally, I'm armed, you think. You raise the water gun and spin it around to aim at the hall outside the closet. Go ahead, make my night, punk. The hall is empty. You probably scared everyone off.
Totally.
You slip the water pistol into a pocket. Even though it's just plastic junk, it does make you feel a little safer, which probably says something about how unsafe the whole situation really is. We add the water pistol to the inventory, and then we tap touch here. You hurry back to party room 2 to clean up. The puddle on the floor has dried some, so it hardly even resembles blood anymore as you apply the mop and bleach and add some pine-scented shine to the red and blue tiles. To save yourself some time, you bring the cleaning supplies to the security office with you. The day shift can put them away, and this way everyone will know that you weren't just sitting in front of the screens tonight. You definitely put in a good night's work. It's blood, okay? I'm sorry, Toy Bonnie, but it's blood. I'm sorry to break it to you, but it's blood. I'm sorry.
It's not in the
It
program.
probably belongs to a raccoon, but it is. I'm sorry. You hurry back to party room 2 to... Oh, wait, I already read all that. Hold on. Freddy's music starts up again, and it sounds like it's right outside the office, but you can't tell which door it's coming from. It seems to be coming from all around you. You grab the desk clock. It's 5:59 a.m.
Oh my god, I did it again.
Wake up. Oops, I did it again. It's okay, I wasn't looking this time. I only saw it in my peripheral.
Yeah,
Okay. Da-da-da-da. You hear laughter and see flashing light flash on your left. Freddy's eyes and mouth are strobing white light like a demented jack-o'-lantern while the song continues playing as if there's a music box in his head.
oh, that's why I keep dying. I keep
The
jumping too early, I think.
song is almost over, and you don't know what will happen then.
Oh, okay.
The clock flips over to 6 a.m., and you immediately hold that out in front of you. It's 6 a.m., Freddy! Go back to your stage, you shout. It's 6 a.m.! He sounds like Markiplier. That's what Markiplier does.
Yeah, he would have said that.
To your surprise, the music stops, and Freddy does, in fact, slink off. You look at the clock in your hands, a makeshift talisman that only works once a night, at a very specific time. The
I
question
figured that
is, do
was
the
wrong.
animatronics have internal clocks, or could you deter them by simply changing the time on this clock? Okay, I tap touch here, which is what it tells me to do.
I keep falling off the stupid bridge.
It happens. What do we do next? Like, am I just going all the way until night 4 now? Or...
Okay. After all that, survive the rest of the night. Don't give Cop the ring.
Gotcha, but after that, I mean...
Well, just, I would say just, well, yeah, because you'll have to wait till night 4 for the next thing, so...
Okay.
I don't know how far away the next thing is going to be.
Okay, well... I'm just wanting to know what to look out for. But...
I gotcha. Well, next thing to do is head to the dining room and sneak along the right side of the room.
Okay. Thank you. Home again. You stop in the kitchen and wash your hands vigorously under the hottest water you can stand for 2 minutes, and they still don't feel clean. This last night has left a mark on you that you don't think will ever come out. You head to your daughter's room and run into her in the hall, already dressed for school. Cop has bags under her eyes. You look at each other for a moment, and then she wraps you in a tight hug. Are you okay? She whispers. Her voice trembles. I'm alive. You laugh, but neither of you find it funny. Are you okay? Why are you up so early? I didn't sleep well. The two of you walk back to the kitchen together. She holds onto your arm. Someone called last night looking for you. Who? When? She didn't say. She called a minute after you left, hoping to catch you. Well, did she leave a message? She said she would, and then she hung up. There wasn't a very good connection. Huh. If it's important, she'll call back. You don't feel up to making breakfast, and Cop doesn't seem up to eating much, so you pour 2 bowls of sugary cereal. I'm glad you're home, she says. Me too. Can I skip school? I want to hang out with you. You're tempted, but she needs to go to class. That's what kids do, right? Just like you have to work. I don't think so. Not today, sweetie. I need to sleep anyway. Go ahead, I just want to be around you. Staring at me while I sleep? Sounds creepy. You wink, and you both laugh. And just like that, whatever had been haunting you lifts, and memories of the awful night fade away. Tell you what, you can stay home if you tidy your room. It's getting to be a mess, and I'm done cleaning up after other people. No deal. You smirk. Thought so. So, bring me any souvenirs? She asks as she ties her shoes. I did find a couple of things laying around. An image of the large bloody puddle pops into your mind. Your breakfast starts to come back up, but you swallow it down. It leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Dad, what's wrong? Tonight was a lot. I'll tell you about it later. Never. Here's your prize for being Daughter of the Month. You reach into your bag.
Don't give her the ring.
Yes. Yes, I know, but I'm trying to figure out which of these items that we do have. We have the water pistol, and we have a thumbs up we can send her.
Give her a thumbs up.
Give her a thumbs up. That ended the night, so that's the end of that. We don't get to see her response to that amazing dad joke, and I don't think we'll ever know how she responded to it.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Okay, we go along the right hallway, right? Or the right, not the right hallway, the right edge of the dining area.
Yeah. Head to the
No, you're fine,
dining
Giovanni.
Yeah,
Sorry, you were saying?
Yeah, you're fine, Toy Bonnie. Head to the dining room and sneak along the right side.
Okay. You know something is off as soon as you arrive for your shift tonight. Way off. It doesn't take a detective to figure that much out because all the lights are on at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, like it's open for business, only it's midnight. So maybe someone forgot to switch off the lights on their way out. But it isn't as simple as that. Like the good night watchman you are, you check the security cameras before you do anything else, and what you see has you both baffled and anxious. The animatronics are more active than usual, especially for this hour. They seem to be having a party in the dining area. Freddy is up on the stage singing his clockwork heart out, while Bonnie and Chica are showing off their moves on the dance floor below. Bonnie is swinging his bass guitar around, and Chica is doing the chicken dance up and down the aisles, knocking chairs over. Even Foxy is joining in, so you know this is big trouble. He's dancing on the tables, crushing party hats and shredding tablecloths with his shiny metal feet. You cover your eyes. Now this is a nightmare. You don't know how you're going to clean this up, but you can't even think of janitorial duties until you shut down the party. How are you going to do that? You can't just ask them nicely to stop. They'll come right after you. With all the lights on, maybe the animatronics never switched over to night mode, and they don't know what to do without supervision or kids to entertain. You might be able to get them back on track if you can just turn off the lights.
God.
But you can't walk around switching the lights off either. Then they'll come right after you. If only there was a way to turn off all the lights at once. Other than praying for a well-timed blackout to make it easy for you, your best bet is to head to the breaker room and shut down the power to the entire restaurant. That should force their systems to reboot. But there's a big problem. The breaker room is behind the stage, on the other side of the dining area, and sneaking through there with all the lights on without alarming Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, or Foxy would be a small miracle. If you succeed at that, you're definitely going to buy a lottery ticket in the morning. So we head to the dining area and hope for the best, or do we pace around the office trying to think of another way?
Head to the.
Let's not do it that way. I remember that way. Don't do that way. We're going to the dining area.
Yeah.
I remember the vents.
Yeah. No vents.
The vents are scary. It's a no from me.
Yeah.
You slip quietly down the west hall toward the dining area. At the entrance to the room, you press yourself against the wall and peer inside. Freddy and Foxy are on stage together while a strange song plays over the speakers. You think it's a recent pop hit, but it's running backward and at a reduced speed. No, I'm not going to the vents. I have PTSD from the vents.
Yeah.
That's a joke, of course. That's a joke, of course, but I certainly do remember the vents.
No vents.
No vents.
No wrong.
No vents. Vents are bad. Sorry, I was sidetracked watching you on your bridge.
No, I gotcha. You're fine.
But it's running backward and at a reduced speed. Every now and then, you catch words and phrases in the recording that give you a chill. Death for all, pain, fire and knives, stuff like that. You must be mishearing them. The human brain often tries to make sense out of nonsense, leading you to see and hear things that aren't really there. But there's no making sense out of what Foxy is doing. His movements are jerky and erratic, less like dancing and more like malfunctioning. It reminds you of watching clay models move in one of those old Ray Harryhausen stop-motion films. Bonnie and Chica are playing games. Chica tosses party hats toward Bonnie, and Bonnie swings at them with his guitar. You might be able to sneak by them while they're preoccupied by their antics. By lack of request, we are sneaking along the right side of the room. What's the next thing that I'm gonna have to do?
Look around Pirate's Cove. Use the ring on the pan.
Okay.
So
You're already on the... I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, so just go to Pirate's Cove at that point.
Gotcha. I do the baseball thing too. No, you don't. Don't lie to me.
Mm.
Can you pause it for me for just a second?
The game or BRB?
The BRB screen. The BRB screen.
We are back.
Sorry about that. I had to say goodnight to my mom.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're already on the left side of the dining area, so it's a shorter trip to the north end of it. And you want to spend as little time in here with the animatronics as you can.
No, fuck.
I'm assuming that this is, in fact, the right side, because it says I'm already on the left side, and I'm a little
I see.
concerned by that statement.
It's fine.
It'll be alright. We'll see. We'll see. We crawl along, keeping behind the tables and out of their line of sight. But there's a big gap between the tables near Pirate Cove. They don't want anyone sitting too close to the entrance. You keep an eye on Freddy, Foxy, Bonnie, and Chica. When their attention is elsewhere, you sprint toward the next table. When you're halfway across, the music abruptly stops. You instinctively dive roll to your left, through the curtains into the dark entrance of Pirate Cove. Excuse me. You bruise your shoulder, but that likely hurts less than being forced to occupy the same space as an exoskeleton in a mascot suit. The animatronics didn't see you. They're still going about their business. Another song starts up, playing backward. Misery, agony. But for how long? You might be trapped in Pirate Cove for a while, waiting for your chance to move forward. But this is also a rare opportunity. You've never been back here before, and with Foxy enjoying his comeback tour with the old band, you can look around this area while he's gone. Maybe there's another way to the breaker room through here. Do we look around?
I guess look
I believe.
around. It doesn't say anything
Yeah, I believe.
else.
Okay, I believe we look around Pirate Cove. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
No, you don't, Bonnie. Don't lie. No baseball for Bonnie. As you look around Pirate Cove, you consider why you've never been back here before, even during the day. The only reason you came up with this is the only reason you can come up with is Foxy makes you uncomfortable. Me too, guys, me too. You used to love watching him perform, and as a lifelong fan of pirate stories, he was always your favorite of the Fazbear mascots. But seeing him up close and personal was a different story, and you had to admit, he's scary, especially in his current state of disrepair. Especially when you know what the animatronics are truly capable of. You just never want to be alone with Foxy in a room, especially on his home turf. It's a shame they had to shut this area down, though. It was popular with the kids, and you can tell the designers put a lot of work into it. They built a veritable cave of wonders, with treasure chests and glittering piles of gold and jewels around Foxy's charging platform. They're all fake, of course, but they're so convincing you want to stuff your pockets with them. They really should pay us more, you think. But just remember what happened in the Goonies. I don't know what happened in the Goonies. I'm just gonna assume that I know what happened in the Goonies. At the very back of the cove, you find a nook with a pedestal and an old-fashioned scale. A beam with a pen suspended at either end. The pens are filled with golden trinkets. The pen on the left is slightly lower than the one on the right. There's a small slot in the pedestal just below the scale, like ones that dispense tickets at games around Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Below the alcove is a metal grate containing a ventilation shaft.
But the
If I had a ring, yeah, we're adding the ring to the pan. That's what I was told to do.
Yep.
Why is he untextured?
I have no idea.
I've noticed other things being untextured too, but
Yeah,
this is just weird.
mostly the when the civilian ragdolls are dead.
I see. It happens.
Because when the
Anyway.
civilians are alive, they seem fine.
I got you.
Fuck off, you stupid
You need.
color mind.
I'm gonna read now. Sorry. You need something heavy to weigh down the pan to the right. You reach into your pocket and pull out the gold ring you found in the kitchen. As soon as you add it to the lighter pan, the scale shifts into a perfect balance. A recording of cheering children plays, confetti falls, and the pedestal dispenses a ticket. That's it? One lousy ticket, you mutter? The gold ring was definitely worth more than whatever you can get with this at the price counter. What a ripoff. You consider grabbing the ring back, but you've always been one to play by the rules, and that includes not cheating at games. So you take the ticket. It's an old ticket, wrinkled with stains of drops of tomato sauce?
Nope.
The green color has faded, along with the words stamped on it. Fredbear's Family Diner. Now that's a
Hey.
throwback. Hey, I know that place.
Fred
I've
Bear.
been there before.
Fred
Anyway,
Bear.
that place has been closed for years, but it was the predecessor to Fazbear Entertainment's Freddy's Pizza franchise. This artifact might be worth more than the gold ring if you found the right buyer. Freddy's biggest fans will buy anything. I'm gonna take that personal.
Yeah.
That was an insult.
That would be
They just
Fredbear's biggest fans.
That was an insult. This is rude. This is mean. They are insulting me personally.
I see you.
To clarify, I have like I don't know, probably $2,000 or $3,000 worth of merch in the other room. They're
Yeah.
insulting me personally. Freddy's fans will buy anything. Lies. Lies.
You would buy a Fredbear's ticket if it was real.
That's not the point.
It is the point. That's what he was making.
That's not the point.
That's definitely the point.
I would, first of all, I would not buy a Fredbear's ticket. I would kill someone for a Fredbear's ticket, so get it right. Second of all...
So therefore, he's correct.
No, I'm not
Yes.
buying it.
Okay, whatever.
Let me argue, okay? It's gonna happen regardless.
Anyways.
Are you okay?
Short. Yeah, I'm fine.
Anyways, what?
I was gonna say, anyways, he's telling the truth.
Then you turn the ticket over with the dollar sign fade, and the dollar signs fade away. Someone's written on the back of it, and the ink looks recent. 2014. Well, 2014. I'm assuming that's 2014, but I'm not sure. Are those footsteps? You might have company soon. We're adding the ticket to the inventory. What do we do now?
Use a screwdriver and hide inside the grate and move to the breaker room.
Okay, is that safe? Are we going to be lost in the vents for all eternity again?
Probably.
I'm assuming we look for some place to hide then, so I'm going to do that.
Yeah, use the screwdriver on the grate nearby.
Gotcha. The vent under the prize scale would be a great hiding spot. In fact, you could even use the ventilation shaft to crawl to the breaker room without being detected by animatronics. You stoop to examine the grate covering the vent. It's secured by 4 big screws in each corner. Someone was serious about limiting Foxy's access to the rest of the pizza place, or preventing someone in the vents from accidentally crawling into his lair. Unfortunately, it's also preventing you from escaping through the ventilation shaft. Footsteps approach. You have to get through that grate right now. We're using the screwdriver. Having the right tool for the right job makes such a difference. The screwdriver makes quick work removing the screws from the vent cover. You pull it off quietly and climb inside the shaft. He said shaft.
Wow.
You pull it off quietly and climb inside the shaft just as something enters Pirate Cove. From inside the shaft, you see Foxy's feet as he stomps around looking
What's
for
up,
you.
Bonnie? Sorry.
What's that? I'm gonna sit here staring at chat, as one does. Just kidding, I've already lost my entire attention span for that task. So I'm gonna continue to read until I see your question. From inside the shaft, you see Foxy's feet as he stomps around, looking for you. He stops right in front of the vent opening and studies the scale for a while. You hear a crash, and the scale and toy treasures on it scatter across the floor. Finally, he walks away and out of Pirate Cove, singing a little ditty. How do you repair a stage light? That's a good question. First of all, how many animatronics does it take to change a light bulb? So let's start there. Henry might be able to fix it.
Nope.
That seems like Henry's area of expertise. You should ask him. Or William, if William's around someplace. But then again, William might actually just break it worse and blame it on you, so never mind, ask Henry.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Even though it was probably already broken because of you, I'm assuming. That's why you're asking. Okay, I'm continuing to read now. You wipe sweat from your face and take stock of your choices. You think if you turn left, the shaft will lead you back to the security office, which means right should lead toward the stage and the breaker room. So we're going to head to the breaker room. Bruce Willis makes this look easy, you think, as you crawl through the ventilation shaft on your hands and knees. The metal is caked with old grease that might have been carried here from the kitchen over the years. Cobwebs cling to your face and hair. Warm air pushes past your face, and you smell something that is definitely dead and rotting. Probably a small animal, you think. Each time you move, the metal flexes and wobbles and makes a soft floop sound. Sound carries, and you're worried the animatronics will hear you. I lost my train of thought. Hold on.
Sorry.
I'm looking for it. Sound carries, and you're worried the animatronics will hear you if the music stops. Right now, there's no chance of being detected over the circus music they're blasting in the dining area. It's so loud, you can feel the bass in the ventilation shaft. Oh, well, just follow William into the cellar. It'll be fine.
Totally.
It'll be fine. It's William we're talking about. I mean, what could possibly be down there that he has to, destroy animatronics?
Murder weapons.
Shh. What could he possibly have?
Murder weapons.
I mean, you're not. What do you mean you're not going in there? Dang it! Smarter than me.
World destruction weapons.
A whole entire nuke.
Yep.
Okay, I'm
Sounds
reading
about
now.
right for him.
Yeah. You forge ahead. At least the shaft isn't as cramped as you would have expected. It's probably much bigger than it needs to be. Even Bonnie could probably fit inside. Great. Now you're worrying about Bonnie coming after you in the vents. There's no reason to assume they even know about the vents, you think? This is probably the safest place in the whole restaurant, other than the security office. Oh. Well, what does Withered Bonnie know? Have you asked him why you don't go in there? I mean, whatever he knows got lost when he lost his face and his arms. So I mean, yeah, you know. I'm sure it's fine. Well, then just stand at the top of the cellar and yell down at him, like, William, I need you. I mean, at least then I'll know. Oh, wait, you said Withered Freddy. I misheard you. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I misheard. No one said my eyes work. Okay, I already have established that I can't read. Sorry about that. You forge ahead. At least the shaft isn't as cramped as you would have expected. Oh, right, I already read this. There's no reason to assume they even know about the vents, you think? This is probably the safest place in the whole restaurant, other than the security office. So why do the four close walls remind you of a coffin? The breaker room can't be that much further. You reach a corridor branching to your right. Now which way do you go? Now which way do we go, dear Fredbear?
Give me a second.
Are we about to get lost in these vents again? I'm experiencing paranoia.
What directions do we have?
We can listen for clues as to where we are, we can head to the right, or we can keep moving forward.
Try going to the right. Just remember what page this is.
This is 161. Well, don't let me forget that number.
Okay.
You're 75% sure that the breaker room is on your right, so you take the turn and advance slowly. Okay, maybe you're closer to 50% sure you're going the right direction, but that certainly goes down the further you crawl. Is it possible you've gotten so turned around that you've overshot the breaker room and are somehow headed the opposite direction? If you didn't know any better, you'd say you were headed toward Pirate Cove because you hear Foxy singing ahead of you. You stop and turn around, but then notice a dim glow ahead of you in the darkness.
We're dead.
You head toward it, thinking it might be an exit. Okay, yeah, we got turned around in this vent.
161.
Yeah, let me go get back over there. Hold on. It's going to take me a moment to
cellar.
Oh, do it! Oh, you changed the game, I just realized.
Yeah. I got tired of half.
I'm trying to scroll over there. I'm sorry, I'm trying to scroll over there, which is taking time.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm going from 130 something to over there. 8, 9, 60, 61. Okay, so we go forward then, I suppose.
Yeah, because we took the right?
Right, we turned right and we were wrong.
Gotcha.
Okay, you decide to keep moving. If you miss the correct turn, you'll just back up and try again. Some dust filtering from the top of the ventilation shaft makes you sneeze. You stop and wipe your nose with the back of your hand, and it's only because you pause for that moment that you hear something moving behind you. Thump, 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 thump. Whatever it is, it's keeping pace with you, so you didn't notice the noise until now. From way back, from the way the metal trembles against your palm, it's something larger and heavier than you. Your size and speed are the only advantages you have here over Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica, so you move faster, hoping you can get out of the vent before your stalker catches up. There's the exit up ahead, and you were right, it's the breaker room. You put on another burst of speed. But before you reach the end of the shaft, you feel a sharp pain in your right leg. You look back. There's a giant fishhook stuck in it, dragging you backwards. Wait, not a fishhook. It's a pirate hook, belonging to Foxy the Pirate. Okay, we lost. I'm assuming we should probably go back and wait.
Probably.
Okay, let me scroll back. I'm on page 136 right now. Hold on, I've got to scroll a bunch. Where am I at? 51, 52, 52, 54, question mark? 55, 55, 56. Man, these numbers are wonky.
Yeah.
Okay, back on 61. Okay, so we listen for clues because that's the last option we have. The silence makes you nervous. You don't want to move for fear of making too much noise and being detected by the animatronics. And without their music playing in the dining area, there are things down there. Well, what's down there?
Your mom.
The silence. Excuse me, my throat.
No day.
I'm only dying a little bit. It's fine. The silence makes you nervous. You don't want to move for fear of making too much noise and being detected by the animatronics. And without their music playing in the dining area, it's harder to orient yourself in the vents. So you wait and listen. The only sounds you can hear are your own heartbeat pounding in your ears and your shallow breathing in the confined space. But waiting pays off. The music in the dining area resumes. It seems to be coming from the corridor on the right. Music should muffle the sound of your movement in the vent, and there's a good chance all four animatronics are still partying together in the dining area. You push on and look and get a look ahead, and there it is, the breaker room. Unfortunately, I lost my train of thought again, sorry.
There's a bat animatronic and a snake.
Oh, I see. I want the snake. Can I have the snake?
No, not allowed. I'm stealing it.
Please? I'll keep it. And it'll be Coco's friend.
I'm stealing it.
Coco needs a friend. That's how snakes work, right?
I don't think Coco would be happy about that.
I don't think Coco would be happy either. But still, I can have another snake. Snake is good. I hope it's a cobra. I've always wanted a venomous snake. Even though it's probably gonna, bite me and I'll like not be able to afford the anti-venom because this is America. It's not the point. Oh, well, that's fine. It's probably just a racer. I'm sure it's fine. Anyway. Unfortunately, a grate is covering the vent, but you can see the power panel on the wall, agonizingly out of reach. Ah, I want it. Can I have it? Ah, yeah, I've always wanted a Cobra. I've even got a spare tank in my room.
How do you have a spare tank in your room?
But Willie said he'd fix it. Okay, good. I'm glad. Wait, what's Willie doing with a snake?
He wanted a snake.
And a Cobra at that. Like, what the heck?
He's gonna make it to where it's not poisonous, venomous as well.
He was taking the venom from the Cobra to put into the bat, and that way he found a whole new way to murder children. Excellent. Anyway.
I'm sorry, the bats, they're a little crazy.
Yeah, they do get a little quirky at night, don't they?
They're the vampire bats, that's all they are.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm glad that he'll fix it for you anyway. A grate is covering the vent, but you can see the power panel on the wall, agonizingly out of reach. You're about to kick at the vent cover to try and pop it off when the music abruptly stops again. You listen, but footsteps echo in the vents from all over the restaurant. The animatronics could be anywhere and everywhere. You have to shut off the lights, and fast, and I have to not hit any buttons. Do we try to kick the vent cover off? Do we wait and hope, or do we have a bonus item of some sort that I don't know what it is?
We have a screwdriver still, so it might be
okay, well, that is not one of the options that I have. I have wait and hope for more music, kick off the vent cover, or use a bonus item.
That's what I had meant by we might still have the screwdriver, because I had also said it might be the bonus item.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that part.
You're fine.
I'll try it and see. We're on page 136 right now.
Okay.
Each time you shift your weight in the ventilation shaft, the metal groans and the footsteps outside pause. When they resume, they're closer. It's only a matter of time before the animatronics get into the breaker room, and then you won't be able to stop them. Or worse, they may get into the vents. Okay, this is the mobile phone. The
Okay,
distraction is the
gotcha.
mobile phone.
So yeah, never mind then. Sit and wait.
Okay, I gotta figure out where we were. Hold on. Okay, I found it. So wait for more music.
Yeah.
Okay, you hold out a little longer in hopes the music will resume. Your patience is rewarded when a new song begins. Not the dance music from the dining area, but Freddy Fazbear's Music Box, rendition of a classical piece, closer than the dining area and coming closer still. You fight the urge to hide in the vent, not trusting an animatronic to sneak up behind you, while you're preoccupied worrying about Freddy. Freddy is still some distance off, so you kick at the metal vent cover until it finally pops free and clatters to the floor. The music is louder now, and the tune is almost over. You don't want to find out what will happen when it ends. We crawl into the breaker room because that's the only option that they give us.
Gotcha.
This room is unfriendly to human life. Exposed power conduits run along the ceiling, and power cables and wires dangle down the walls and from the ceiling, and that is giving me a stroke to try to read.
I see.
You don't want to touch any of them. The air around you buzzes with electricity. It's at least 20 degrees warmer in here than anywhere else in the restaurant. It would be really easy for a fire to start in here, you think? No one would ever question it. Sweat drips down your forehead and back as you study the power control panel.
My balls. Sorry.
Huh?
I just said till the sweat drops down my balls.
Okay.
It's a song.
Yeah. Sweat drips down your forehead and back as you study the power control panel. There are 5 round buttons, like elevator buttons, glowing faintly green. Green is good. Green means they're on. You should be able to just push them to turn off power to each area of the restaurant, but you don't know whether you need to press them in a certain order or risk shorting out the entire system. All your life, you've gotten used to not pushing buttons, especially when you don't know what they do, but it seems like that's your official job lately. Well, this is what you came here for, so you'd better do something. Uh, I think I know how to do the buttons.
There you go.
I think probably we're supposed to try to figure out a certain sequence to push the buttons in, and I think it's going to be 2014.
Probably.
So I'm going to do that. Nothing is as it seems at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. There must be a trick to this, or this is all a trick. You stare at the glowing buttons on the control panel. The metal around them is scratched. These faint lines could be numbers telling you what order to press the buttons in. You rub your eyes. This place is getting to you. You look around for other clues. There's a faded poster of Bonnie on the back of the door, the intended way to enter and leave this room. That could be significant. Why would someone put a mascot poster in here? Only staff would ever come to the breaker room. In big bright letters, the poster reads "Party Time," but the word "time" is scratched out. You played enough point-and-click adventure games to realize this might be a hint. You need to press these buttons to shut down the partying. Wait, there are 5 buttons and 5 letters in the word party. P-A-R-T-Y. What if each button is 1 letter and you need to press them in alphabetical order? So the second button would be first because it's a P. You press it and the light changes from green to red. Now A is next. You push the first button. You're so certain you're onto something, you miss Freddy entering the room to shut you down.
Nope.
Game over.
I see.
Bro is mad at Pat. You're right. All right, let me scroll back a couple of times. I think going back over here would be... Okay, yeah, so that was the sequence. So we push all the buttons at the same time, or we push them one at a time from left to right?
Left to right.
Is there anything about this in the guide?
Nope. Quite literally, it says use the screwdriver, hide inside the grate, and move to the breaker room. Complete the night.
I see. That's a little bit annoying of it, because I don't know which of these is right.
Yeah, just
Okay, 142 is the page.
Gotcha.
I'm going to press the buttons one at a time from left to right, okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's not overthink this, you think? Maybe you should overthink it. This place has been making you question everything and second guess yourself at almost every step. But sometimes you need to follow your instincts and use common sense. That's why they hired you, isn't it? Isn't it? In
Totally.
all your years with Fazbear Entertainment, they hadn't exactly had people lining up to fill positions, and it's been harder and harder to hire new staff thanks to negative news coverage of a few isolated incidents. You were so proud when they hired you for security, but what if you were the only candidate? Well, you've proven your value time and time again. Tonight is no different. You're going to leave Freddy's with a spotless record and a glowing recommendation, so you'd bet you'll have your pick of opportunities. A job that will give you more time to spend with Cop, and a lower chance of suffering serious harm, disability, or death on the job.
Sure.
You quickly press each button on the panel in sequence. They glow crimson, and a soft hum indicates the power shutting off around the restaurant.
Yeah, it's not an
I doubt
isolated
that.
incident.
You're right, yeah, they're not isolated by any means. Then, one by one, the buttons turn green again as the system resets. You quietly crack open the door to peek into the dining area. The main lights are out now. So, do we sneak through the dark restaurant to the security office, or do we take the vents back to the security
I'd
office?
say try to sneak back.
Okay, we're on 143 right now. You sneak into the dining area. You successfully stopped the animatronics before they did any real damage. The morning crew shouldn't have any trouble straightening up the askew tables and righting all the chairs. They'll be curious about what happened, and they'll probably blame you, but this whole incident will be in your report. Not that anyone ever reads your reports or believes what you wrote. The home office doesn't like paper trails, so they're probably filing your paperwork right into the trash can. Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica have returned to stage and are recharging on their platforms. As you expected, switching off the lights triggered their night mode. Their internal clocks are probably all confused now, and they'll likely be on low on power tomorrow. But even if they freeze up on the stage, it'll be far from the worst thing that has happened during a performance. By a long shot. Looking at you, Fredbear!
What?
You heard me?
What did I do?
I don't know, man. What'd you do?
I don't know. What did I do?
What'd you do to that poor child, huh?
I did nothing.
Did you need a midday snack? Is that what that was?
Nope.
No.
Ah,
Anyways.
I'm starting to get tired.
Oh, well then you go bed. We've been streaming a really long time. It's been like, what, 4 hours almost?
No, just 2.
3 hours? Just two? That's it?
Well,
Wow, I thought it was a
250,
lot longer.
but
Oh, so three. Thank you.
technically 250.
Three.
No, because it has to
Well,
hit 3.
I don't know if I'm gonna go do my own stream or not. I might. I don't know yet. Haven't decided.
You probably should bet.
I'm not tired. I slept
I know,
half of the
gotcha.
day, it feels like.
I gotcha. I was just mostly joking.
Well, can I get through this night at least? Because
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
lose
fine.
where I was and be confused. So I'm gonna finish up this night. Hopefully we're almost done.
We should be right at the end of the night.
Yeah. You have nearly reached the security office, and you're feeling pretty good about the night's work when you hear heavy footsteps running behind you. The clank of bare metal feet against a tiled floor. Man, who gave Foxy crack cocaine?
Yeah. Also, sorry, Bonnie. I'm tired and I've got to be up in the early in the morning tomorrow.
Happens.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more boring, but you can always watch me play like Fnaf 3 or something on my stream afterwards. If you want to. I mean, I'm boring by myself, though. Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica. I've already done that. You break into a run without even looking behind you. Okay, that was not the right answer, so I am scrolling back to 49.
Okay then.
That was a dead end. Okay, that is 49. Also, I'm confused. Hold on, I have to go find it. It was a dead end. Also, hold on, I'm working on it. Dead end, dead end. Okay, we're taking the vents back to the security office because that is apparently the only option we have.
I see.
It would be faster to take a more direct route back to the security office, but strange enough, you feel more comfortable in the ventilation shaft.
I don't.
It's the only way to travel.
I don't feel
Your trip
safe.
doesn't take you long as you thought it would, huh?
I don't feel safe in the vents.
You right. It's the only way to travel. The trip doesn't take you as long as you had thought it would, since you know the way now. Once you thought you heard something scraping and clanking and thumping in the vents, but it was pretty far off, near Pirate Cove. It's almost 6 a.m. You call out softly. While you doubt he heard you, or would listen if he did, for some reason he does not come after you. When you crawl out of the vent to the security office, you see the clock reads 5:57. It's close to quitting time. Wait for 6 a.m. and head home. That was not the button I intended to hit. There we go. I did it. Okay. We're home. I can go now.
I see.
I'm stretching.
All right. We will see you guys another time.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Right. Bye. Bye, Bonnie.
Bye-bye.
Wee.